The following Toku Podcastu contains spoilers from both past and present tokusatsu, anime, manga, movies and other related media. If you do not wish to be spoiled, we suggest turning off the podcast now. Otherwise, please enjoy the show.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Toku Podcast, the best show about tokusatsu you probably never heard of. And we were supposed to be doing Ninja, but fuck you, it's taking long.
Yeah, fuck that show.
Fuck that
show. Fuck whoever the asshole whose name rhymes with J that made us watch that show. He should kill himself.
To be fair, Jay, to be fair, there's nobody on this planet who saw that coming.
I mean,
you probably should have just gone to buy a lottery ticket, honestly.
I probably would have had better luck.
I would.
Yeah.
I would have rather played. I'd rather play Ghost of fucking Tsushima right now, and that's a really good game.
Yeah, Phil's about
Phil, it's
like
a mailbag.
2 years behind.
What's stopping you from doing that while we record? You don't have to pay attention. It's a mailbag.
Because I don't.
You think I'm not dicking around half the time when we're doing mailbags? Do you think I'm paying attention?
I'm usually playing Dokkan Battle while we're doing.
He says that,
recordings.
and then I have to repeat a question. That's what I'm saying. He says that, and then I have to repeat a question.
All right, you know what? I'm
listening.
gonna play right now.
Well, listen.
Well, Phil, you have worse actual attention span than Jay does. He at least can understand what I'm saying when I'm saying stuff.
I don't multitask, okay? And also, I have a hearing problem,
you don't.
okay?
And also, your back hurts, and also you have like type 15 gonorrhea or something.
I am an old man,
Terminal 7
okay?
brain
I
cancer.
am the ripe old age of 27.
Oh wow, you're a
you
massive 2 years older than the rest of us. Wow.
Yeah.
Actually,
Apparently he's
So
like
now
3 years older than me.
Oh,
Yeah.
so I can tell you
Really?
guys when to go to bed.
No,
No.
you're not my mom.
Go to bed.
I hope.
Even
Okay,
his mom
bye.
doesn't do that anymore.
I am the adult in this room. I am the adult, and you will listen to me.
God, if you were the adult in this room, every child would be dead.
What's that supposed to mean?
All right, so first question.
So here we
Yeah,
go.
well, let's get to the mailbag.
Actually, yeah, Shark's the oldest one here, so he tells you when to go to bed. So
True.
Shark does not tell me when to
Anyways.
go to bed. I tell myself when to go to bed.
Shit.
And that's what we do.
Should be putting stuff on my microphone.
So where do we start here? Because we actually do have a good few as usual. Good few.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start with this one by. So actually, no, I'm going to start with these two because they were done, but in screen name, not actual name, which is fine. If you want to use a screen name instead of your actual name, that's fine. I will make fun of you, but it's okay. So this one is from Just In Me. Gotta let that sink for a second. All right, what has been the most the most boring tokusatsu show you have ever seen? It could be for the podcast or not. Easy. Mikazuchi. That was boring as shit, and I hated it. Or Mikazuki.
Most boring I've ever seen. Well, if we're gonna count American stuff, probably like half the Power Ranger shows. I almost wanted to say Beetleborgs, but Beetleborgs I don't remember ever watching. I think I blacked out. I might have. I don't think. I'm not sure we ever even watched that. I know we did a video on that in the former timeline, but I don't remember ever doing it.
You mean the pre-crisis timeline?
Yeah. Crisis on
Allen?
Infinite Tokusatsu or whatever. I don't know.
All right, what about you, Chad?
Personally, probably gonna say Kamen Rider Wizard, mainly because it's just an okay show, but honestly, it's just kind of boring. I mean, that's like its biggest, gravest sin, is that nothing happens until the end.
And even then, nothing happens.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Nothing was gained or lost. That is the biggest cardinal sin that Wizard has.
You were about to say Ghost?
Ghost is...
No, to be fair,
Well,
we did gain something from Ghost. My internal anger.
Okay, so like
Stuff
with Ghost,
happens in Ghost.
yeah, stuff happens
Whether
in
it makes sense.
yeah, stuff happened in Ghost, but like it was to the point of where I was like laughing at like what the hell is going on here anymore because I didn't know what was going on anymore.
Ghost was basically just Saber's ending on repeat.
Basically,
What about you, Phil?
Amazon Season 2. I hated every single minute I watched that, and I had to binge most of it in one day for our episode.
Was it that boring, or is it just bad? Because it's just as boring.
Honestly, you know what? It was bad. It was bad, and that's what made it feel like a slog. Honestly, if we're gonna say boring, that's actually a good question because I'm trying to figure that one out. I almost said Mikazuchi, but
I don't think you watched that one.
No, I did. I did.
No, he did.
I did watch that one with you guys. I'm. You know what? I'm gonna be honest. It was Hojin. It was Hojin Yatsurugi.
Weakling. But yeah, I get it. I get you. No, I remember
fair.
you saying that you were bored by it, actually. I remember that.
The thing
Honestly, if it wasn't Mikazuki, I would have said fucking Ginga. Jesus Christ.
I forgot we did Ginga too.
Oh,
God.
Che, do you remember the fact that I fell asleep?
I do, in fact, remember.
And I woke up at fucking episode 10.
You skipped like 5 episodes. And, well, you missed absolutely nothing because nothing happens in that show.
Oh, we're still here. I'm gonna go back to bed.
Yeah, are we still in the same grassy field fighting Dark Tiga for the 3rd episode in a row? All right, guys, now we're cooking. Yeah.
The only reason I was not in that one was because I was having tech issues. I insisted on using Crunchyroll, and Crunchyroll is not very good on that one. Also, my aunt had just had her first baby, so I was ferrying people to and from my and from each other for carpooling.
Fair enough.
Honestly, that sounds way more exciting than watching Ginga.
I will say this with Hojin, though. I don't think Hojin is a bad show. It's a good concept. It's just the pacing of the episodes, to me at least, was not very good.
Just watch now because of you right after Ninja. Oh, no, right after Ninja's Drive. Never mind.
After
Never
Driver, you
mind.
do the 2nd season of that.
We should
You mean the one that's like 50 fucking episodes?
we should do
You know
Metal
what?
Heroes.
Honestly, like, I have a feeling like after we do Ninja, like, I'm pretty sure the pattern at this point is probably going to be like, we can do Drive, or we can try our chances at the wheel, and then I'm pretty sure at that point, we're going to try the wheel again, every single time.
Oh, exactly. We're going to keep going for the fucking mystery box, because we're all a bunch of clowns, and by
Dude,
we,
just
I
imagine-
mean me, because I'm always the one who says to do the wheel.
Dude, just watch. Like, eventually we're going to have to do Fujiyama Ichiban.
Oh, no.
Eventually.
So I made...
And remember when people, like, actually thought that was good?
What is it, anyway?
Apparently, it's a local Southern Californian tokusatsu done by Michi Yamamoto, who apparently actually teaches karate up in SoCal. He also used to be a suit actor.
Oh, so that explains everything I need to know about this show, then. Yeah.
Can you go beat him up for us, Chad?
No, because I'm pretty sure he's going to beat me up.
Probably could.
You know what, Chad? He's gonna be that guy. You know, we always joke about it, but he actually might be that guy to send us an email.
Or like, here's the thing. He'd also probably be like pretty much like at one of the Team Rider meetups. He's also probably going to be one of the guys in the suits because, like, the thing that Team Rider always says, like, oh yeah, we'll have like a Japanese suit actor, and like the last time they had the 01 suit, it was friggin' Mark Musashi, and considering that Michi Yamamoto basically did Black RX / Masked Rider in the States, yeah, I'm probably gonna expect him to like be in like the 01 suit. Like when I take a photo with him, he's probably just gonna headlock me.
Nah, dude, you're just gonna be taking a photo with him. He's gonna just stand. He's like, keep smiling, just keep smiling, boy. I heard what you
I
said.
still can't believe he meant Mark Musashi.
That still marks me mark. I can't say that without being a pun, but it makes me mark out. All right, so this one's from Mr. Wyoming Weasel.
Okay.
Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a screen
The
name.
Weasel of Wyoming.
He might be-
Okey-dokes.
He may be from Wyoming. He may just be a
They only
weasel.
have the one.
He could be from Quebec. We don't know. He just likes Wyoming.
Oh, it's true.
Indeed.
Do you guys believe there is a severe recency bias in the Tokusatsu fandom as a whole? I know you've mentioned this in the past about the writer fandom having severe recency bias when mentioning stuff like Zero One and Saber. But do you think it is or was a thing in stuff like Sentai and Ultraman? I'd mentioned Garo, but those come out so infrequently it really wouldn't make sense to mention them. What recency bias in Sentai? Up to like the last 2 years, everybody fucking hated it.
Well,
I mean, personally, you can go on ahead, Jay.
Well, when it comes to Sentai, there definitely is, but I think like the farthest back most people are willing to go is like Ranger and Jetman, and then even then, there's still some discussion of the older shows. Like, I'll see people bring up like Bioman or something like that every now and then, but usually it's like the discussion usually ends at the shows where they started doing Power Rangers, and I think there's a lot of that just because, oh, well, those are more familiar to people both because of Power Rangers and because, you know, the Sentai. So I think because of that, those get a little bit talked about more, but in terms of like a bias of only liking newer stuff or only talking about newer stuff, they're not as bad. I think a lot of more people do talk about the newer stuff. That's just because it's more memorable in the head. But as AJ said, there hasn't been that many good Sentai for a while, so it's kind of sparse there too. So
Well, Kira
I think they
Major
kind of
was good.
need. Well, yeah,
No,
I mean,
but yeah.
Kira Major and Zenkaiger have definitely broken the trend, but from like, I want to say Shinkenger onwards, it's been very sparse pickings because you've got Goseiger, which we all remember, Gokaiger, which is good, but nowadays kind of has the reputation of Babby's first Sentai.
Reddit.
Go Busters, which is still pretty popular, still gets talked about a lot. Kyoryuger, which sucked. Tokyuger, which I never finished, but some people like it.
I finished it. It's okay if you can
liked
if you
it.
can look past it.
The one we're being forced to watch, which I think you can already figure out. What Nobody watched Zyuohger, which is a shame because it was actually really good.
It was. I fell asleep through our review of it.
A lot of people gave up on Q Ranger, mostly because the first couple of episodes were not very good. But
Lucky.
the later half of the show was actually honestly really enjoyable.
was.
And I think that's kind of a disappointment that nobody really stuck through to the end because the first like 13, 14 episodes are really bad.
Well,
but
they got a lot
it gets
to
really good
establish.
after.
That's the thing.
Yeah. I've said it before, but where they started with 10 fucking characters and only added more and more, they really shot themselves in the foot.
Doesn't it actually I was gonna say, like, before Saber, didn't it have like the record for most on-screen heroes?
I
Technically, no.
think that was
because
Kyoryuger, wasn't it? Or wait, no.
Well,
I mean with like without movies being counted, just on show.
If you want to be technical, and if we count all the legend hero stuff in Gokaiger, for the most part, because it did have like 12 Rangers up in the show, just the main show by the end, and but I think a lot of that was like they kind of split them so they weren't always all on screen at the same time.
Yeah, they did like a lottery system for each episode as like who would the landing party be for that one, and whoever's Q-Tamas came out of there, they would be on the away team for that episode.
Yeah, we'll get into my rant about that when we inevitably do that show. Which one came after Q Ranger?
Lupin.
Lupin Pat.
Lupat, which
Oh my god, the forgotten Sentai.
fucking tanked so hard.
I'll tell you the problem with Lupin Pat. Boring
It
as all
sucks.
hell, and more focus on the Lupin Rangers over the Pat Rangers.
I mean, that's kind of the problem you run when you're running two Sentai at the same time, and one of them is infinitely more interesting.
And one of them gets more toys.
Yep.
Oh, you mean the toys that were so popular they were in a bargain bin for literally $3?
I mean,
Anyways, I realized we kind of strayed from what the question was. Speed through it.
Let's see for
Blue Soldier sucked,
Yeah.
and Kira Major was good, but I think a lot of people were just kind of sick of Sentai because we had so many duds. I think they just kind of skipped it. But it was really good, and everybody loves
this
Sentai.
is why I'm the Sentai hipster, because I skipped. I fucking I was done with Sentai way before fucking Kira Major.
I still remember.
true.
I remember Ninja was like the nail in the coffin for him.
Legit, dude. It's because think of it this way: I watched Kyoryuger, fuck off. I watched Tokyuger, meh. Then I watched fucking Ninja. I was like, man, kill
I
yourself.
couldn't even finish Ninja. I stopped after I stopped 5 episodes before
Oh,
it
no,
ended.
good for you.
Guys, I'm the true hero here. I finished Ninja. I finished all the
Chad,
supplementary material.
I think you're just into like a electronic form of BDSM at this point.
Aren't we all?
Like you're just a masochist, dude.
I finished all of Amazon's before you guys. I finished all of friggin' Ninja. I saw the supplementary material for Ninja because I don't know why. Because I kind of hate myself, maybe. I don't know.
So you watched the movie with
just-
the damn dinosaur.
Yes, I watched it.
Look, the only reason I remember that is because someone made a joke sub from that trailer, and it was actually pretty fucking funny.
Oh, I remember that one. That was great.
You guys are the reason I drink. If you're talking about recency bias, like as a whole, though, I mean, the thing is with Ultraman, I can't say there's a recency bias because the only people who like that are like Malaysians, and Malaysians like everything.
Well, I think I can answer a little more about the recency bias with Ultraman, or like that type of thing.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, go for it.
from what I've noticed, at least among like Japanese fans as well, I'd say Ultraman's actually is honestly probably one of the healthiest of the Tokusatsu brands in terms of like the big three, that being like Sentai, Rider, and Ultra. And I think that's also how they present themselves as well, because like with Rider, obviously there is a recency bias in which like you'll have people saying like, oh no, Saber's the coolest, oh no, Revice is the coolest, or I don't know, basically up from, I want to say Heisei Phase 2 or Neo Heisei, that people will say like, oh yeah, no, all these newer ones are really good, in which they're just kind of a mixed bag. Sentai, again, like you guys just said, there's really not much of it, mainly because it's been kind of dying. But yeah, definitely with like say Zyuranger up to whatever the latest season is. That's again what most people recognize or remember. But with Ultra though, I want to say a lot of people have, I'd say, a fondness towards both Showa, Heisei, and also I guess the new generation heroes. Like for the new fans, obviously it's new generation heroes because those gets like referenced all the damn time, and like when you look at like the Toei, or no, not Toei, but Subudaya, I guess YouTube specials like what was it, Ultra Galaxy Fight New Generation Heroes, Ultraman Taiga, New Generation Hero, or no, frick.
Fucking
The most
Zero
recent one
doesn't-
was Absolute
Yeah,
Conspiracy.
Absolute Conspiracy.
the absolute conspiracy.
Like,
Absolutely.
all of those, like,
The absolute state of this conspiracy.
yes. But, like, I'd say, like, when it comes to, like, the world building and also the treatment of the heroes, I think, in this case, it's done a lot better. Because not,
Oh yeah.
like, not one hero gets shown off, like, by another. Just, like, there's always a very large respects to like the original Ultraman, like Shin Hayata. Then you have like Orb, or you have friggin' Zet. And I remember for a while like Zet used to be the new hotness, but then like when people
Well, that was
yeah
You're thinking of Zero, not Zet. Zet was the most recent.
yeah no
one, but,
Zet like again Zet had a pretty big following. Like it made various articles like in the States if I remember correctly, but also definitely Zero. Because it's Zero. It's Mamoru Miyano. How can you not?
Zero is just their John Cena.
He is the decade of he is the Kamen decade of Ultraman, and he doesn't even.
He just doesn't leave.
He just doesn't leave.
But it's easier to get him back because he's just a voice actor.
Yeah,
so
that's
that's why
true.
he
That's
doesn't
true.
leave.
Yeah.
He just doesn't want to go away.
No.
Damn it! We can't
But yeah,
get Setsuna away from Ultraman.
It's literally it's basically like he's in the same warehouse as fucking Decade.
But I would definitely agree with you, Chad. I think a lot of it also just sorry, Carrot. I think a lot of it is just how Tsuburaya presents the older shows as well, where with Toei, with both Sentai and Rider, they don't really give a shit about the older shows other than Rider, the original 70s shows. like Go Ranger and Rider One's shows.
Yeah.
And even then, dude.
And even then, they don't really talk about them or talk about any other show until it's time to card out, here's an anniversary, here's a toy we're shilling, or, here's a fucking, I don't know, Kohei Murakami was in town, so here he is to do his creepy smile. They don't really focus on the shows unless it's time to shill merch or, it's time for a big dumb crossover. Whereas Tsuburaya, they kind of, they nurture the older shows. They try to keep them in the spotlight. They'll have the old Ultras coming back, and they have an important role still. They're not just random cameos. Like,
it's like they embrace their history.
Yeah.
Yeah, like in Zet, fucking Ultraman Ace showed up for no good reason. It's just, oh, here's Ultraman Ace is here, and he's fighting a monster, and he's Zet's great. I think it was his godfather.
Yeah,
or
Godfather.
Something. But,
Yeah.
yeah. Like that's
But
just how it is. They'll just bring old characters back just to have them. Like, I mean, for fuck's sakes, Absolute Conspiracy brought 80 back. Nobody gives a shit about Ultraman 80, but they brought him back, and here he is. And they gave a shit. They made you give a shit about him. And I think that's what's different with them, where Ultra doesn't really have that recency bias, because Tsuburaya tries to make people give a shit about the older shows, and people do give a shit about the older shows and still watch them and talk about them.
Do you think that's partially down also because, like, just the way that Ultraman is, set, you can have all these characters in just one series? 'Cause,
Yeah.
I mean, let's think about it for a second. Like, when you really try and put every single writer show into one fucking world, the planet would have been destroyed like 17 times by now.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
And that's not even including build. I think with Ultraman, it's like, it's easier because from the beginning they basically said it, like, yeah, all these Ultras are in the same world,
Well-
except for like Nexus, but even then,
Well, they're
here's
in
a-
the same world, except for when they're not, except for when they are.
Yeah, like,
look,
here's the
they're
thing,
in
though.
there
Like,
and then they're not in there. But shut up.
like, basically the thing with Ultra is just like, oh yeah, no, it's all basically the same universe of different universes. And I was like, oh yeah, you have the Next Frontier, which is like Ultraman Tiga, Dyna, Gaia, like those guys. Then you have like O50, which is like Orb and like Rube, and then like you have the M78, which is like all the originals.
Showa guys,
Yeah, the
yeah.
Showa guys, and also I think Jeed and Zero and others. And then you have
Well,
like U50.
Jeed technically, because his dad's Belial and
Yeah.
his Belial's from M78, but Jeed itself was set in a different universe. That one got really confusing. They didn't really explain that very
Yeah,
well.
they didn't, but it's just like at the end of the day, it's just like, oh yeah, no, they know they're like different, or like they're different universes, and it's just like they just play it off as it is, and it's just like no one bats an eye because okay, we can get behind this.
You
Yeah.
fucking nerds. And again, here I am too.
It's true.
You're not wrong.
But yeah, I think overall, like, the one fandom to have more than any, like, the one fandom to have recency bias more than any is pretty much Writer. Sadly, that's what it is. But that's because Writer doesn't actually know how to push their older stars. So
No.
Agreed. Unless you're
Also,
Koichi Sakamoto.
yeah, Koichi Sakamoto actually gave a shit. Like, if we had Koichi Sakamoto in charge, he'd have fucking Stronger just hang out with 01 for no reason.
Well, I mean, Stronger's actor's dead, so technically
Yeah.
speaking, they can just bring him back whenever they want. But
They'll just dig him up.
Hey, bring back
They'll just
Shin.
plop
probably
his
would.
dead body.
Bring
Look.
Shin's actor back.
No, because Shin is suffering. That's what he deserves.
No, he was too busy in Ultraman Mebius, and never came back.
he was in that.
He wasn't that.
He was.
I've been watching Mebius on and off. So.
You guys need to get
Maybe
me
it's
into
just good.
Ultra.
Dude, it's easy. Just pick a show, and like, except for Ginga, everything's pretty much good.
Even RB.
I didn't watch that one, so I can't comment.
I watched it.
Well,
It was
look.
okay. Just anyways.
Phil, you like Kingdom Hearts, right?
Yes.
Go watch Orb, because it's like Kingdom Hearts. You have no idea what's going on, and even when you read the supplementary material, you have no idea what's going on.
Okay,
That's true.
I'll watch Orb.
I admittedly really liked Orb. I liked Orb.
Orb is divisive. People like it because people like Juggler, and I mean, can you blame them? But
Look, I'm sorry, Jay, but I don't exactly feel like reading a canon wiki article. Okay.
Well, too
I'm
bad.
just saying. Nomura barely got away with that shit 20 years ago. Fuck's sake, I'm pretty sure he's already trying to find a way to make Smash canon.
Simple. That's
Oh, you know he will.
simple. It takes place after the credits of Kingdom Hearts 3. Thought we established this already.
I swear. Chad, don't say that because it's going to be true.
Yeah, how does
I just want to
I
see the
know
world
it's
burn.
going to be.
Also,
Oh, speaking of which, she also came out
It's gonna
today.
happen.
Also, remember that's,
that's
Kingdom
true.
Hearts 1 outfit, Sora. So how does this even work?
No, Phil, it's fine because he also has these other outfits, so it's okay.
That's his Kingdom
That's
Hearts
fine,
2.
It's his dream self, so it's he remembers himself as a kid. I don't know.
No,
Fuck it.
it's his digital dream self, Jay. It's re-dream drop distance.
Well, I mean, that costume
okay.
is in there with its recusant sigil.
I hate everything about this conversation because all of it is true.
Let's go on to the
I hate
next
that
question.
I understand everything we're talking about.
I hate the fact that my brain hurts.
Don't worry, Jay. Next year, Nomura said 4's coming out, which is bullshit.
We're gonna wait another 20 years till 4 comes out.
We're gonna have a fucking Kingdom Hearts game on the N-Gage again just to piss us off.
Wait, that was
I'm
no,
pretty sure
you know what
he's
he's
gonna
gonna
release
do?
one on the Stadia.
He's gonna announce a completely unrelated game, and then the week before it comes out, it's gonna turn out to be Kingdom Hearts 4. He's gonna pull a fucking Kojima on us.
The Bouncer 2.
No shit. No, if he did Bouncer 2, I'd be actually mad because that's a game I won.
Dude, it'd be Bouncer 2, but it plays into the ending of 3, like the secret ending.
Ugh.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Get on that, Nomura.
All right, so here's the one that these three guys were actually waiting for, so I won't let them. I'll make them not wait for it any longer. So this one's from Tyler. So Tyler says, "Hello, everybody on the Tokusatsu Podcastu. Hi, Tyler. So
Hi.
now that Chad is here, I can officially put this list to paper, or by paper I mean email. Smartass. Huh. And here it is. Here is all of you in what writer I would put you as. This goes from AJ to Phil. Okay, so let's see what writer he put us as. I already put what we are, which one we are in the chat, but I didn't say the reasoning. So here we go. Starting off with AJ, he would be Decade. He can be a real dick, but damn it if he isn't good at what you do, and you can't help to see it's part of his charm. Plus, he's seen literally every writer show since Kuga, so it's hard not to put the Deca driver on him. Jay would be Cross Z. The peanut butter to AJ's jam. Literally cannot imagine those two apart, and also gives us some of the funniest moments in the show despite not remembering 90% of them. Plus, he has rage moments just as funny like Banjo does.
You know what? That's valid.
Chad would be Birth, or Date.
What?
Birth would be Chad. Chad would be
Wait
Birth
a second.
I'm what?
All right, so Chad
Try
would
that
be
again.
Chad would be Birth or Date. One of the highlights of the show, despite leaving and then coming back for literally no reason, just like Date. But he always brings some unique insight to everything he does. Plus, he has some doctorate level knowledge behind the scenes stuff and toys, so it fits.
Wow, that is
Man,
I didn't see that coming.
I can't believe Chad is Guts Berserk.
I know, right? What the fuck?
I now have a urge to try and grow out Hiroki Iwanaga style facial hair, even though that's impossible for me.
It is Movember.
It is.
Well, not yet, actually.
Nope,
but
that is
Yeah, still got a couple weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah.
Well, I'm already ahead of y'all. So.
Damn it.
Phil would be Sasord. Loud, rambunctious, maybe a little annoying, but he just loves to live life like he's got all the money in the world. Plus, when he's not on the show, you notice it.
Aww.
Ain't that nice?
Yeah, that is nice.
Well, there you go. That's which writer we would be and the reasons given. Thanks, Tyler. That was fun. Get on that, Artsy.
Didn't see that coming, but I'll take that. I like Date.
Out of all
like
the
Decade.
out of all the Kabuto designs, the sword is my favorite.
I mean, it makes a cool team. Decade, Crossy, Birth, and Sasord. That's a unique looking team right there.
Yep.
That would be a cool team.
All right, this one's from Ashley. What are you going to do when the wheel runs out of topics? Okay, Ashley, let me lay down some fucking knowledge for you. Okay. All right, sit your ass down because Uncle AJ's going to tell you a story. If we and I'm being serious about this. if we unironically did a podcast every single day for an entire year, we would get to maybe 75% of the stuff on the wheel. Maybe. And that's doing one every single day. Now you take into account we do one every 2 weeks, if that. Yeah, you're going to have us for a while. Don't worry about it. And that's just shit on the wheel. Keep in mind, the wheel has a limit of 250 things. I haven't put anything else on the wheel yet because we haven't finished it. So don't worry about that. We're not gonna run out of topics anytime soon. Because not only do we have shit on the wheel to do, you also have to remember we also do reviews of stuff that just finished, like, you know, how we did with Saber and shit like that. And there goes my can. But yeah, so don't worry about it. It's not anywhere near running out.
So basically, in short, you can summarize this as the wheel will die when this podcast dies, right?
Remember, you're here forever. Look, guys, we still haven't even done like 3 Power Rangers shows, dude. So calm the fuck down.
It's true.
Fair.
Like, think of it that way.
We still haven't even done a Metal Heroes series.
This is also true.
That is true, but you know what? At least at the bright side, we can at least stream most of those on YouTube.
That is
Without subs.
Actually, with subs.
With subs.
Tokusatsu World.
Woohoo!
I think a few of them are actually on there. I know.
Well, goddamn it, Chad.
Didn't they stop subbing those after like episode 2?
Oh no! Like there's certain ones that actually did continue weekly. I know Kiter 01,
Kabutak.
Gavon, Kabutak, I think Scheider and Shadivan. Like,
Oh, that's pretty sick.
yeah,
actually.
they're all on there. The only ones that get like the 2-episode treatments are just Kamen Rider because it's Kamen Rider.
Fair
Because
enough.
fuck you.
Yeah, I know they had the whole things up there. I didn't know they had it all subbed.
Yeah, it should be all subbed, I believe.
Well, I guess there you go. All right. So let's see here. This one's some rade. Say, for example, not saying it will happen, but let's pretend that Sentai is canceled. That's not hard to imagine. That Sentai is canceled. Full on, just dies. What do you get to replace it? Keep in mind, only Toei properties, and this question is asked with the assumption that whatever you bring back will permanently take Sentai's place and succeed. That's a loaded question. Jiraiya, just to fuck with people.
I mean, hey, Jiraiya's huge in Brazil, so that would probably catch on.
Brazil.
Come to Brazil.
Oh yeah.
That does make sense.
Of all the of all the places, Brazil.
Yep.
Wait, isn't Kamen Rider Black also really big in Brazil?
Not just
Oh, yes.
Brazil, but it's also like I heard Malaysia, Indonesia. Where else? Other parts of the
What
world.
isn't popular in Malaysia?
I think Thailand. I don't remember.
Yeah, I heard Thailand as well.
I know Gavon's huge in Thailand, though.
If I'm being serious, you know what? Just because I want to see what they would do with it, Robot Detective would be funny as fuck to bring back.
Honestly, yeah, that could work.
I personally
We do it's like a mystery of the week type show, you know.
Yeah.
I think I'd want to see like Gavan type G, at least get him a proper TV show.
Geki needs his own show.
What about you, Phil? What would you bring back? Again, remember, this is the assumption that's going to replace Sentai forever.
Juku B Fighter and B Fire Kabuto.
But would that really be enough to like make 50 years out of?
Probably not. No. Honestly, let me say that again. I want to say something like Wind Spectre or one of the series that has to do with like the SWAT type stuff.
Oh, that's interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do like because was it Wind Spectre? Yeah, Wind Spectre technically already has a sequel with Soul Brain, so you could just keep making sequels to that. To be entirely honest.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
We could just bring back like Inoue to make infinite Hokkaido sequels.
Well, I was gonna say Inazu Man just to be a dick, but you know what? Yeah.
Inazu Man, dude.
No,
oh my
no,
God.
forget it. No, I want my Kikaida reboot.
But
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Chad, is it gonna have Jesus Town?
Yes.
That's where it takes place.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, I would love to see more of that shit. I would love to see more just random stuff. Even if we didn't get with this hypothetical, I would like to just see them come back in general. Like, I want to see Robot Detective just make it into a superhero Tyson for no reason.
You remember the time they said he was going to be the villain of the Drive Tyson movie? I
Who?
remember those days. Oh no! It was an old hoax rumor where somebody made like a Photoshop poster with Robot Detective K up in like the top there and a bunch of other old like detective.
Oh, I
shows.
remember that one.
It was,
That would have been the shit, dude.
I'm honestly kind of mad that never happened, mostly because Rider GP sucked dick.
Oh, it fucking did.
Oh, yes, it did.
Just give Koichi Sakamoto one more show. He'll do it.
You know,
He's done detectives. He's done cops. Now he just needs to do secret agents.
You know, well, then again, but then again, the girls also have to be very sweaty in that one because he's got a fetish for that.
He
Yes.
did that with Kiriko. I remember that.
That's true.
She was a very sweaty woman.
We need a show that has both our boy Koichi Sakamoto. We need Katie Amamiya and Toshiki Inoue.
That would be the sweatiest, most coked out show I think Japan would not allow.
And the leading actor is Mark Musashi.
Okay, now we're going too far. Now we've crossed a point that we needed to stop at.
All right. What was the question?
What would Sentai be replaced by?
The Void, as it should be.
No, I want my Dragon Ball Super reboot. I want season 2.
Chad, you don't want to see. You don't
Dragon
want to
Ball
see
Ultra.
that. You don't want to see that in live action.
Oh yeah, that's
You
right.
don't want
I
that.
kind of would.
You don't want that.
I kind of would. I'd like
No,
to
you-
see what an
Well,
live
you know
action
what?
guy would do with the purple. With
Go
the pink
go
fur.
watch Dragon Ball Evolution then.
Or you know what I want? I want more Precure. I would just want one season of Precure and then another season of Precure right after, running simultaneously.
Dueling precures.
Yes. Like
Okay,
double
okay,
fisting.
Arthur. Anyways, let's see here. This one is from Tim. We actually have two from a Tim, but one is from Tim and one from Timothy, so this is confusing to me. This is from Tim. Whatever happened to all the old videos and podcasts on your YouTube channel? / can I be on your podcast? No, and we took them all down because they sucked. That's pretty simple, isn't it?
We've joked about it before, but we had a crisis style event where the anti-Kamen Rider tried to destroy everything, and we beat him, but we had to erase all our old episodes as collateral. So
Yeah, basically.
Pretty much.
Also he asked he asked a third question, a serious question. Fuck, my brain just shat itself real quick. What the fuck happened there?
read.
I can't. I don't know what it says.
Then fine, I'll read it for you.
No, he basically he says
Live, everybody.
we're live, pal. So he basically says, so with you guys re-reviewing all your old stuff, what is viable to be re-reviewed? Simple. Anything. See, for me, I kind of want to do a thing where we re-review anything that we didn't actually rewatch. I think that's fair.
So like basically all of them.
We watched Blade. The fuck you talking about?
Did we ever do Blade initially?
No.
Not initially. Oh, I mean just re-review in general.
Yeah.
I mean Double, Den-O, Forze.
I don't even think I finished Kabuto when we did Kabuto. So
No,
I
we
just
did
have-
not.
No.
Gaim and Kabuto are the other two that we need to do again. Sentai, we didn't. I mean, we watched most of. I mean, I had
was
to.
the first one we posted on Podbean.
That's pre-crisis.
Okay.
But like, we would have to redo a lot of the ones that we didn't rewatch. Like, some of them like are not viable. Like Kiva, we rewatched Kiva, so that's fine. Blade, that was the first time Jay watched it. No, that wasn't the first time you watched it. Was it? Well, the first time we watched it for the podcast.
I finished it. I got up to like, I think like Jack Form the first time I watched it, and then I just kind of stopped being able to watch it for a variety of reasons.
Well, like the first time we watched it for the podcast, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
I need to.
But like
that.
Den-O would be one that we have to. Den-O would be the one that we have to do. I actually really wanted to redo the Kuga episode because the Kuga episode we did, I didn't really like. Honestly, I feel like we could have done a lot more with it.
Can I say this? I would love if we redo Kuga, because I actually would really like to watch Kuga.
After like 6 years of saying you're going to watch Kuga,
It would at least give me a reason to.
The reason is to watch Kuga.
I want to watch it.
You could have done it. I got you.
Yay.
Anyway, but yeah, that would be.
Honestly, anything we deleted, I'm pretty much game to redo. So.
I mean, that would be Gaim and stuff then. Oh, you know what? The one that I really want to redo would be Ghost. I not because I want to not. Well, think of it this way, Phil. The one that we did that was redo, that was like really shit because nobody was ready and it was done like at fucking bullshit hours of the night and it was terrible.
Yeah, like most of the first like 2 years I was here, we did them at like fucking midnight.
Yeah.
So I'm like this the entire time, you know. Like yeah, I gotta, yeah.
And one of the participants was not willing to participate. And then the first time we did Ghost, it was like
there was 12 people there. Yes.
Yes.
I still remember.
So I want to redo Ghost, and I want to do it thoroughly. I want to do what we've done with Blade, with Build, with X8. I want to go back and just really rip into it to the point where if anybody ever asks me what I think of Ghost, I could just post that episode and be like, "There, that's it." For me, legitimately, when I know we've done a good episode is when I can literally just post it anywhere. When somebody asks, "What did you think of this?" I'll be like, "Here, that's everything I wanted to say about it, right there. Don't ask me anything else."
You do know that means that if it ever comes up, we have to redo the Chaser v Cinema, which wouldn't be too bad.
We don't have to.
Well, I mean,
I
I feel
know.
like if anything, like these cinemas would be like a simple watch through, you know?
Yeah. Those are more like commentaries. I like doing commentaries. But yeah, like stuff that we would redo would be like that. It would be more like stuff we didn't rewatch initially. Like I feel if I rewatched Deno, I would be a lot more open to what it has because I wasn't very open to what Deno had the first time. But that, again, we didn't rewatch it, and it's been so long since I've seen it, so it wasn't a fair review in my opinion. So that I think that's fair enough to say. All right, that's it for that, Tim. Now it's for Bruce Tim. Tim Drake. So
Yes.
Tim Drake, a.k.a. Worst Robin.
AKA the gayest Robin, and that's official now.
I thought people liked
Wait,
Tim
what?
Drake.
Oh yeah, they made him canonically gay, which I mean,
Again?
What?
who's fucking surprised? Oh, okay. Officially they put the label on him, even though literally everybody already thought Tim was gay since like 2003. But
But in Batman Beyond,
I mean, like-
he's married to a woman.
I mean,
Not anymore.
That's a cartoon, and it's a different
No.
content.
It's like no. Batman Beyond is like that one episode of The Simpsons where Smithers like, "I cured the gay with these injections I get every three hours." I love boobies.
Pretty much.
That's basically that. That's basically Batman Beyond.
I mean,
alright,
I don't
so
know.
this-
Batman Beyond has canon gene editing, so they probably just spliced the gay gene out of him. I don't know. I think that's
They
I think that's a
removed the
requirement
gay.
Batman now has, is that everybody has to get the anti-gay. Yeah.
Now I can
The
never,
anti-gay equation.
now I can never watch that show again.
Oh, dude, I would so love to see that, the anti-gay equation. Oh, you know that's gonna happen one of these days. It's like, oh, Darkseid's now just really homophobic, and he wants to get rid of all the gays.
I mean, you know what?
And
Hey,
now it's like half of
all
DC
power
is
to
gay,
him.
so now it's like all half of DC is gay now. So it's like, oh my god,
I mean, you know what? They're already halfway there, so
Crisis on Infinite Pride Parades.
stop giving them ideas.
I look. We already knew Batman and Robin were doing something behind the scenes, but now they just got to make it well, no, they did that with fucking Superboy now too.
That's true.
Anyways,
The
and I'm
Superboy
talking about
nobody likes. Yeah.
which there's more of them.
There's, if we're counting Prime, there's 4 Superboys.
Why?
Well,
How many
I mean,
boys
okay,
can you
so-
have?
So we're talking Silver Age Superboy, which was our Superman. There's Connor, the clone. There's John, Superman's son. And then there's Superboy Prime, who is everybody's favorite dipshit. And then that's not counting, like, alternate timeline bullshit. Well, okay,
Super
if
duper
we're
boy.
not counting alternate timeline bullshit, then Prime doesn't count. But I'm going to count him because I like him.
You actually like
was-
Superboy
what were-
Prime.
Yes, he's great. He's a fucking moron.
What
He's
wasn't there a story with Superboy Prime where he was literally just in someone's basement, like shit posting on DC forums?
Yes, that was there was a couple of stories that was the end
That's
of
amazing.
his
dude.
story in Final Crisis where he gets back home and now he's a literal basement dwelling nerd complaining about comics online, and that's why he's great.
So are you Superboy Prime, Jay?
Maybe I'm not stupid enough to be Prime.
No, this is true. Anyways, so this one's from Timothy. What is the one thing that will literally say that will make you say no to a review? This is excluding pornographic content. Anything that's above 50 episodes.
Honestly,
I'm just not going to.
Yeah,
So
I mean, I would
Yeah.
I would make an exception for the original writer, but we'd have to do that in like chunks. But,
Oh, definitely.
otherwise, yeah, anything that's like 60-something episodes or like a full-length anime that's like 8 billion seasons, yeah, no, pass.
Yeah, we
So-
can't do something like One Piece or Naruto, at least in one whole chunk.
like I think for like if we're gonna do anime, like if it were that long, then probably just story arcs or seasons.
Oh, definitely.
But
Yeah.
like in this case, like say for example, like the original Go Ranger, right?
Yeah.
Like that would be like, I think that's like what 80 plus episodes already. So basically, like
Yeah.
we're basically
Close to that.
probably not gonna do that at least in all in one go.
No.
See,
Right.
the thing is like even like let's just say for example that Jay, Phil, Chad, and I didn't need to work, we didn't have jobs, and we just could do this forever. I still think doing anything above 50 episodes every 2 weeks is just fucking insane, man. Like, it's just too much. Like, we tried that. It's called Curator and Ghost Sager back to back, and fuck, dude, we were just like, no way, dude.
Yep.
No way. So, I even then, dude, I don't think we could ever do something more than 50. Like, again, unless it's like a really special occasion, like honestly I kind of almost want to say I want to do the original Kamen Rider for episode 200, but even then, dude, that's a big fucking, like, we'd have to take a break for like 2 months for that,
Yeah.
maybe even more.
It's admittedly on Tokusatsu, but at the same time, none of us have that time. And honestly, I've tried attempting the original writer. Yeah, it's really like Showa episodic. I mean, that's
Yeah.
where it comes from. Obviously, it's a product of the times. But at the same time, it's a sit. I'm just gonna put it that way. And like they all just said, 2 weeks would just simply not be enough for like a show of that caliber.
Especially just having to talk about, because it's like then we'd also have to like really sit down and write like what we thought of like the influences of the show and stuff. It would be a lot of shit. Again, like Jay said, we would have to do it in chunks. It would have to be. There would be, unless you guys would settle for us just doing the movies. But you know, okay. This one's from Jam. Do you guys listen to other Toku podcasts? And so, which ones? No, they all suck.
I've tried listening to I guess Tokusatsu Network's podcast on Spotify.
You poor bastard.
They're not bad, but at the same time, just I'd also majorly say just like in terms of, again, it's just a sense of opinion. Like I just don't agree with some, or like with their opinions. So I mean,
You know what? Let me say it like this, and I'm only saying it because I tried to listen to a lot of these. Here are 3 things, and I'm not trying to be funny when I say this. I'm really not. Here are 3 things that a lot of those podcasts have that shit the bed. Number 1, their editing is fucking shit. And you know what? Someone could say whatever they want about our audio editing. I at least take out a lot of shit that would make this fucking podcast unlistenable. Number 2, fucking God. It's one extreme or another. They either like everything or hate everything, and it comes off as fucking stupid. Like, it's just shit. Like, I've seen so many. Like, there was this one podcast from Tokusatsu where their selling point was the most offensive Toku podcast ever. And they opened it up by saying the N-word, like, literally 10 minutes in.
What?
And I'm like,
Well, what am I on that show? Jesus.
But like unironically, like that was their selling point. I'm like, all right, whatever.
Well, I thought that was like initially our tagline, our unofficial tagline. Oh, we're the most unoffensive. We're the most offensive.
I mean, according to the fucking Facebook groups I'm in, yeah.
Huh.
So, and the number 3 thing, and this is being legitimately honest, they're boring. They are a bore to sit through, dude. Like, again, I'm not saying that we're the best ever. I'm not saying that we're the greatest show on the planet. But fuck's sake, dude, we are like 10 times more interesting than most of the people. Because they'll either talk too slow or try too hard to do this and that. And it just comes off as pathetic. Like, fuck off, dude. Like, some of these guys are some of the most boring people on the fucking planet. And it doesn't help that a lot of them don't even sound like they should be talking into a microphone, let alone putting it out on the fucking internet for people to hear. It's like, you know what? I do voices all the time, you know? But imagine, I don't know, sounding like this the whole 2 hours. Nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear that shit in their ears. And that's just me. Again, I know that we're not the best out there, but every single one I've tried to listen to, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
Like, I think, again, like, also just also kind of piggyback off that as well. In terms of just, like, the ones that I have listened to, it's like what you said, in terms of, like, logically analyzing a show and for its, like, good or bad points. Yeah, most of these are just like, oh yeah, no, there are extremes, and just, like, a majority of it will be like, oh yeah, I really like this one, or no, I don't really like this one, without really any logical or really analytical, I guess, deconstruction of the show or themes.
In a way, I shall say it like this. Those podcasts are no DQ. We are fightful. If you don't get that joke, too fucking bad. Jay.
I used to listen to a couple back before we were doing this, but most of them don't exist anymore. So I don't really have any reason to talk about them.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, what's the point? What am I gonna try to sell you on a podcast that doesn't fucking exist anymore?
It don't matter.
It's been over
None
for
of this
5
matters.
years. Yeah, that's no.
It don't matter. None of this matters.
It don't matter. Yeah.
Look, guys, and not to toot my own horn, but there's a reason why we're in like the top 10% of podcasts in the world right now.
Just don't toot the horn too much.
Oh, I'll toot my fucking horn, especially on that podcast.
I'm tooting my horn right now.
Especially on that podcast. You know what you did.
I
know what
yeah.
you did.
I'll admit it. I've listened to his.
I know
to
what you've
them,
listened to.
and I've listened to another one, and I have problems with this other one.
Stop quoting Family Guy, you blueberry fuck. Anyways.
Not quoting Family Guy. Oh my god.
Was Pepperidge, do you remember? Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Oh, I remember. I remember very well.
I think AJ knows which one I'm talking about.
Of course I remember. He's me.
He's me.
Oh, I know what he's talking about now.
Oh, don't Tokusatsu. Wait, what Tokusatsu guy?
What?
Sarkis talking about a what Tokusatsu guy? I don't think we've ever encountered anybody from Tokusatsu.
Wait, how
At
does
least I don't think we did.
Okay, so
how does Sark know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I think it's I think I know.
Oh, TokuCast. Oh, yeah. The fucking okay, I know exactly who he's talking about. TokuCast. No, I don't watch. I've never watched those guys. So. No, but yeah, like if you're talking about the TokuCast, like the fucking the video podcast, I've never seen that. Not gonna lie, just their setup alone just makes me not want to see that, because like I'm trying to tell you, but if you're just like 3 dudes in the middle of like a room sitting in front of like a blue, like not even a blue snowball, just a snowball mic, that's not exactly asking for quality, if you know what I mean. On to the next question, shall we? Which one shall we do?
I don't know. You're the one looking at it.
We have
me.
no idea what the questions are here.
That's right, you don't. Okay, here's an interesting one. This one's from Tango Mang. Not Tango Mango, just Tango Mang. Tango Mang asks, what show has your outlook changed on the most, for better or worse, after reviewing it or re-reviewing it? Now that, isn't it? Now that is a question.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? The one that I think has changed the most, and this is like legit, it's a tie really, but I'm going to say the one that edges out. Like, it's a tie between Fies and X8, but what really edges out is Fies, because I used to really fucking hate Fies.
It's true.
But after actually watching it, it's I mean, again, it's not particularly great, but it's really fucking fun. It's still a fun show to watch. And also X8. I feel like I thought I was going to hate X8, but honestly, I think I see that show in a way better light than I did even when it first aired.
Let me think. I would probably say either X8 as well, and then, in terms of bad, I would say Kyoryuger, because much like Ninja, I never finished Kyoryuger. I gave up pretty close to the end, so I was aware of a lot what happens near the end, but I never saw it for myself. So now actually seeing the ending, I'm like, oh, this is much worse than I remember. Wonderful. But on the inverse, X8, yes, definitely holds up a little bit better than I was expecting, especially like watching it all straight to finish, knowing what kind of happens ahead of time, and it makes a lot of things make more sense and makes a lot of the problems more glaring, that is. But I think overall, X8 holds up a little bit better on a rewatch than it did the first time through.
I'm surprised you didn't say Build, honestly.
No, because my opinion on Build didn't really necessarily change. More or less still like, it has good moments, but it's pretty dumb, especially near the end.
Yeah. What about you, Chad?
Well, I think you guys already know what I'm gonna say.
You're gonna say Game.
Yeah, okay. I mean, to be honest, we haven't re-reviewed Gaim yet, so just like I still need to re-watch it. But
man, Chad, if by some miracle or by some chance we re-review Gaim, and like Jay and I are gonna be like, yeah, it's just as dumb as I remember it, and you just come in just like swinging like, hey, it was the fucking worst. I would actually like go buy a beer because I'm just like, holy shit, I didn't expect that.
You just made my previously favorite writer series not my favorite, you jackass. You took away the childlike wonder. There is no Santa
like
Claus.
Away my love. But go for it, Chad.
It'd be like that one Spider-Man cover where he's walking away and his suit's in the trash, but it'd be Chad with his Gaim jacket.
like honestly, if I'm gonna be honest though, like say for example with Gaim, like when I was like in high school, I used to think like, oh yeah, like I feel like Kota, like I relate like really I relate closely to him. But it's like the more I realize and the more I think about it, it's like, you know what? No, I'm more of a Kaito. I'm more of a Takatora. Like, what the hell was I thinking back then in high school? But
yeah. So I guess what show have you watched that changed? Like your outlook has changed on for better or worse?
Yeah, Build. Because initially, first off, I didn't think Build was all that bad. Just like watching it, like especially watching it through, like as it was airing. It's like, okay, no, this is kind of stupid, but you know what? Whatever. I can understand what they need to do for like Geo, which is 20th Heisei. It's going to be the last of the Heisei era. Okay, yeah, they kind of got to do their own like damage control. But like actually binging through it though, and also doesn't help that every single time like I either talk about Build just being okay, I was met with a swift Build driver to the face, and got.
Chad, are you saying Build isn't the best show in 20 years?
Yeah, basically, or either getting shoved down full bottles down my throat.
Lewd.
Yeah, of course,
Oh my.
naturally. Oh my.
Hey.
Anyways. But yeah, just like revisiting Builds, it's honestly really stupid. It's an okay show. It is still for the most part okay, but honestly I'm more aware to the fact of just like thinking about it more logically as well as also more analytically, it is, again, like the first 3/4 of the show are actually, it's done decently, it's done well. Vernage should not have been a plot point, or it should have been either more foreshadowed. Same thing with Evolt, and his plan should have been a friggin' plan instead of friggin', again, improvising. But I mean, really, that's just, if you want to hear that whole thing, just go back to the episode proper. But overall, yeah, Bill...
Shameless plug.
Yeah, Bill didn't really age all that well, and it kind of just got worse. So...
Oh, there you go. And I guess the last one, Phil. Which one show that you changed on?
Wizard and Kyoryuger. I realized Wizard was not as good as I had originally thought of it, even though it was like third time watching it when we did it. And Kyoryuger was just underwhelming, even though my first viewing of it, I really enjoyed it.
Pussy. Anyways, so next one. So Jay, what's the next question we should ask? I'm just kidding. You can't see him.
Do that one.
Okay, this one. Okay. So this one's from Wesley. Shut up, Wesley. What is one show or franchise you guys really want to review one day? You already know Phil's. We'll go for it, Phil.
Metal Heroes. I want to do the Metal Heroes. I want to do the originals. I'd like to watch the original Uchukeji trilogy. I'd also like to review the movies because they're actually really good.
Uchukeji.
Hey.
It's Uchukeji, you fucking nitwit.
Wow, this isn't even me saying anything.
I never even said Uchukeji.
You said
You
Uchukeji.
You kind of just slurred it, dude. You kind of slurred it. But.
I mean, to be fair, have you ever heard Phil trying to speak Japanese?
Unfortunately.
A show that I really want to watch, actually. It's kind of hard to say because, like, my favorite shows that we've watched are ones that I have no idea even existed, like Shogeki Godaiga and stuff like that. It's hard. I guess if it's just like, you know what? I'm not gonna answer yet. Chad.
To be honest, I don't really know. I'm just kind of here, happy for the ride, just being able to review whatever we want to review. But if I guess if I really had to choose one, maybe, I guess the original Kikaider or maybe some Showa Rider series. Because like I've heard good things about Stronger, and again like I really need to start watching like Kamen Rider Black, since that's a really big classic. So I mean, like, I don't know, maybe more Showa Riders, I guess, since people don't typically watch those.
Of the ones that I can think of off the top of my head, I'm really looking forward to when we do Changeurion, because I've heard many things about that show, and it's peak Toshiki Inoue, and it's got I'm blanking on his name, but it's got Oja as the main character. So you know what? It's going to be a laugh a minute.
Hagino. This is
Hagino.
Yes.
Hagino.
But yes,
Anyways.
he is Changeurion, and I kind of want to see him not playing a villain, and I think it'll be
just you watch. We're gonna watch it in his first fucking season. Be stabbing someone, just stab it all over the place.
It is a Toshiki Inoue show.
It could be worse. It could be him pulling another Evolver.
Ugh.
You know what? I want to watch a show that I want to watch, and this is going to be kind of vague, so I admit it's kind of a cop out. A show I want to watch is another one like Vandy Nights. That's what I want to watch.
Oh, a totally fucking bonkers? Yeah.
I want to be shocked. I want to sit down, watch it, and by the end of it, just feel like my life has changed. Like, Vandy Nights was like being on DMT.
Didn't we do that once? What was that movie that we
did.
did back in last November? What was that movie called? It was with the guitar.
Oh,
Mika Droid.
No,
Not
he's
Mika
talking
Droid.
to he's talking about fucking he's about Wild Zero, Jay.
Yes.
Oh, that's right, yes.
The one where you called the fucking ladyboy in it.
That's
Yeah, I still don't know how I predicted that. That was just me being racist.
It was Yumi racist.
Also, actually, no.
But see, sometimes, yeah.
Can I change my answer?
Oh, yeah? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so like I don't know if we'd actually consider this tokusatsu, but it's like kind of a J comedy series that's kind of could kind of be considered like a really really low budget tokusatsu, but it's a J comedy. So basically, it's the hero Yusha Yoshihiko.
Oh yes.
Oh my god, that's actually been on the wheel forever.
Oh my gosh, like frag man, like I really like I love that show, like season 1 especially. It's so great. But at the same time,
great.
like,
Look,
I want to
a
review
Dragon
that.
Quest dude, yeah. Like as a Dragon Quest dude, it's a fucking great show.
It is. It's a show you can appreciate without needing to know anything about Dragon Quest, because I don't know anything about Dragon Quest, and I loved the hell out of that show.
Oh, dude, it's true. Like, if you don't know anything about Dragon Quest, you love it, and if you do know something about Dragon Quest, you love it even more. It's fucking great.
Oh, yeah.
What?
That reminds me, I still need to fucking finish Dragon Quest 12. Or no, it's 11. Sorry, still need to finish that.
AG out here playing games from the future.
I know, right? I'm playing Final Fantasy 18 as we speak.
You know what?
Oh, does it suck too?
Yes,
I
it sucks almost as bad as 16 does.
Oh.
I'm saying that
That
right
one's
now,
good.
dude.
That one's gonna age pretty well. I'm gonna be confident that one's gonna age well.
Why does everybody love 15 so much?
Nobody loves 15.
I like the idea behind 15. But that's like saying I like the idea behind a fucking Krabby Patty.
It's like saying I like the idea behind the Hindenburg. Yeah, let me make a blimp out of stuff that just catches on fire when it goes too high. Yeah, that's genius.
Yeah,
So-
Jay. Wow.
So back to 9/11.
Let me ask you guys something. Would we ever consider doing the Tomica Fire Rescue series one day?
It's on
Honestly,
the wheel.
yeah,
Okay.
I want to
It's
do
on
that
the
one
wheel.
too.
Like that was not Armor Hero, fucking the Korean one. The
Legend Hero.
There you go. That
I know
one's
it's
on there as well.
easy to confuse because it's a horribly generic name that ends in hero. So
Dude, the fact that Armor Hero like the second season's on the wheel pisses me off. Look, you know what? If we get Eagle Man again, I'm okay with that. That fucking
Man.
song. That, you know what the worst thing about it, Jay? I was at work today. Nothing was happening, and that song popped into my head so fucking hard. I was like, why? Why that?
Well, then again, it is a show that actually confuses a ham sandwich for a fucking hamburger.
That is also true. Or calls a Chinese guy Ivan, which like what the fuck? Anyways, next one. This one's from our good friend Otzi.
yay!
Artsy, yay!
Somebody who won't torture us with a bad question. I say, fingers
Oh.
crossed.
What's the first time you watched a show and thought, "Holy wow, this is actually terrible"? Like the first time you watched a show with no outside influence and you just thought it sucked.
Ghost.
Zio.
Yeah, probably Ghost. Mostly because that was still when I was like new doing the live watching shows, so I didn't know what anybody was. Nobody knew what we were getting into. We all went in blind.
Yep.
A show that I went into with no outside influence whatsoever that I thought was actually terrible. Oh, that's a tough one, actually. Because I could say Ghost, but that's the easy answer. You know what? The first time I watched Kiva. I'll say that. The first time I watched Kiva and I watched Wataru fucking get his fucking final form from a hole in the wall, I was like, wow, this is fucking shit. Like, right then and there, when he got that final form, I was like, man, this sucks, dude. I'm gonna go watch something else. But then I didn't because I finished it. But yeah, that was the point where I was like, this sucks ass. Or, you know what, maybe even, maybe with Wizard too. You know, actually, I'll change my answer to Wizard because it was that episode, like, before the end where they were still doing some fucking phantom plot, and I was just like, really? Really? We're doing this? What the fuck? So, there you go. Again, I didn't want to say Ghost because that's the easy one, even though Ghost is literally the spawn of Hitler Satan, so.
That's the
Hitler
heroic
Satan.
spirit it's based off of.
I really hope we get to do Ghost one day again, just so I can piss on it again.
Zeo for me, it was the.
Be careful what you wish for, AJ.
It was the first. It was literally the first episode, and as soon as our boy Sogo says, I should say our boy.
Our boy.
He ain't
What
my
the
boy.
fuck?
Oh,
He
dude, he's just your boy, man.
He ain't my boy.
He's your boy now.
He ain't my
You
boy.
adopted him now.
No, I'm gonna let him out on the on the side of the road. Go free.
Let him go play in traffic.
Look. As soon as he said, "I don't want to get a job. I'm going to be a king one day," I literally said, "Oh no, this show is gonna suck, isn't it?"
And then they gave him time jacker powers and forgot about it.
Yep.
Never forget that, kids, because I didn't.
The show did.
Pepperidge Farm.
Oh, the show did. Oh, I didn't. I fucking didn't, Jay. I remember.
Remember the 5th of November.
Do you remember the 21st of September?
I wish I didn't.
Well, that's the day after my birthday, anyways.
I didn't see that coming. Anyways. All right, so this is from Jameson. In your opinion, why do you honestly think Ryder would not make it in the West like Power Rangers did back in the 90s? I mentioned this question again because I know you've gotten it before, because with the rise of Korean dramas like Squid Game, it seems like the American, or at least the Western audience, is way more open to Asian/foreign ideas and concepts than we were only just a few years ago. Thank you, Jameson. I'll tell you.
Well, first and foremost, Squid Game's only popular because it's the hot new Netflix show
Yes.
that Netflix is telling you to watch because they spent a bunch of money on it. Literally, no one would give a shit about it if Netflix wasn't promoting it like mad.
And right there, what Jay just said is literally why Kamen Rider would never be as popular like that in the West.
Wouldn't.
Because Americans nowadays, they go by trends. They go by what's hot.
Nowadays, they always have.
Well, more so now, Jay. Let's be fair. They're way more so now. Like, remember Stranger Things? Remember how hot that was?
Yeah.
I do. Remember how hot Rick and Morty was for a second? I do.
Yeah.
After Ice Cream still remembers like how friggin' hot Rick and Morty is. So I haven't gotten over it.
I remember last year, at one point, Tiger King was hot and trending, and then all of a sudden, Schitt's Creek not even 2 months later became hot and trending.
That's what I'm saying. Like, whether you like it or not, like Americans nowadays, more so than it used to, is just by trends, dude. And they're short-lived. So even if Kamen Rider did make it big, it's not going to last very long. It maybe for a year, maybe not even that. I mean, I guarantee you, the moment that Squid Game ends, 5 months from now, nobody's going to be talking about it. Nobody's going to care about it. And that's why, I remember Jay and I had a conversation about this on recording when we did the 2 mailbags ago. The fact that Marvel stayed as popular as it did is kind of insane. Because by now, it should have fucking died. Literally should have fucking... the American audience should not have had the fucking patience for Marvel, for the MCU as it did. And they're not going to give that same patience to Kamen Rider because Kamen Rider just doesn't have that same respect in the West.
It doesn't.
Hell, fuck. Power Rangers doesn't have that fucking respect in the West.
Not
man.
anymore. There's rumors going back and forth around that it's gonna leave Nick and go straight to Netflix and this and that, or they're gonna break off their thing with Toei and start doing it more like traditional animation. And again, when you have this many rumors going on, it kind of puts a lack of faith into what people care about when it comes to Power Rangers.
And that's what I'm saying, like, whether we like it or not, Ryder just doesn't have that thing that's going to capture a mainstream audience. It doesn't have that thing that's going to keep people in. Like, think about it this way. We tried twice with Black and Ryuki, and both times they failed. Yeah, you can say that Black was terrible, but Dragon Knight wasn't awful, and it still failed. Sure, you could say that, but when are we going to stop making excuses and just admit that Ryder just probably won't ever make it here? And you know what? In some weird way, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with Ryder not making it here. Keep it as a niche. We don't... Look, I don't need to see O's with 5 O's at my next convention, okay? I don't need to see that. I don't need to see fucking Decade with fucking 30 X's, okay? I don't need to see that. I don't. And besides being the obvious asshole jokes, you know for a fact, people who are already in the fandom, we don't want any more of these types of people who are just going to trend hop on Writer. Because it's going to do nothing but hurt this fandom.
Exactly.
We've already had it happen twice. We don't need to have it again.
There's already a toxicity in this in our fandom as well, and with that type of trending mainstream stuff, it's just going to bring more and more toxicity.
Well, let me just put it this way. I guess in terms of Writer making it big, the obvious opportunity here is through what Team Writer is doing, as well as the fact that we're getting the double anime. Whether or not Black Sun either becomes an Amazon Prime streaming show or movie or Netflix original or whatever, basically, the thing I really don't want, like, basically, first off, if it makes it here, okay, fine, that's cool. If Team Writer makes it more easy for us to buy basically belts or toys and whatnot, while also not allowing the show to basically lose its roots, because when you think about it at the end of the day, and I had this talk with like a friend just a friend recently, the thing with Kamen Rider and basically Tokusatsu heroes by and large is that they're legacy shows. Basically the core themes of Kamen Rider, Sentai, and Ultra have not changed for the past 50 plus years, hence why they're so big in Japan. However, I think when you take into factor anime, for example, which obviously is growing big, and like what AJ said, like America is all about the trends. Like the biggest trends within anime, for example, and I don't want to see really shitty TikTok, like hip hop videos of like Naruto remixes, like Demon Slayer, what else? Jujutsu Kaisen, My Hero Academia. I don't want that for Writer. In fact, like, again, like I'm excited for the Futo Tante anime. Like, honestly, it's Riku Sanjo. Hey, you know what? Like, it actually looks really good. It looks pretty decent. We are literally getting like the composers back from the original show. We are doing so many things with that show. But the last thing I want is like people, again, the last thing I want is people sullying that legacy and really losing that message. And like when we have things that can possibly make it big, like Shin Kamen Rider, because Ano is a Giga Chad and he knows, I think, what the hell he's doing, because he's had such a large passion towards Kamen Rider since the beginning. Or like Black Sun, or even the Futo Tante anime. The last thing I want is to lose those messages and also like have people really sullying the name of Kamen Rider. So in short, would I want it over here? Yeah, sure, why not? But do we want it localized like Masked Rider or Ryuki, or have it be the next Naruto TikTok video hip-hop remix with people like cosplaying and doing all sorts of other random shit on there? Hell no.
Chad, you hurt me. You hurt me, Chad.
Yeah, and I need to hurt you guys so that way we can really know the depths of how bad this can actually get.
But you know what, Chad? In saying that, you know there's going to be that fucking cunt sucker who's going to be like, well, why do people just want to enjoy it the way they wanted to enjoy it? It's like, you know what? Fine. Enjoy what you want to. But fuck off, man. There's a fucking line that needs to be crossed here.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I also think in this case, again with, jeez, man, I forgot my point.
I get what you mean. Like, I get what you mean. You want Writer. If Writer comes here, you don't want it to be changed. You want it to be Writer. And yeah, I'm sorry, but a lot of people here don't understand that we don't want it to be changed. Like, I'm sorry, Chad, but the moment I hear anything from Funimation changing some shit into fucking Futo type like anime, I'm done. I'm just done.
Yeah.
Oh, you know they are.
Oh, most definitely they
Man.
will. And I think one of the biggest things for this, again, it's like I'm just awaiting the day. Just like you have the stupid memes of when, if say for example, if Futo Tante takes off, right, and then you're gonna have like the live action adaptation. It's like, oh my gosh, it's like it's the Netflix adaptation versus the animation, or like the anime adaptation or some crap like that. Or like, oh my gosh, this is just live action Power Rangers. And we're just like, oh, this is the edgy Power Rangers anime that we all wanted. And just like, you're going to see like clickbait articles like that. Then like, if it ever makes it big, then you're going to see all sorts of shit like that online. And then like, if I have like all my other friends that watch anime, just like, oh my gosh, where has this been my whole life? And just like, yeah, it's always been here, but you always thought it was weird. So it's like, why the hell are you here now? So it's like, I don't know how I feel about
Chad,
this. Yeah.
I have been preparing ever since they announced that Funimation was licensing the show. I've been preparing for about a couple hundred at minimum assholes who are going to watch it who have never heard of Kamen Rider, and they're going to have absolutely no idea what they're talking about, and they're not going to know anything that's happening in the show, but they're going to talk about it, and they're going to be like, oh, this is my favorite show. Oh, this is so cool. It's like, oh, what's a Kamen Rider? I don't know. Oh, who's Foundation X? What's the museum? Who are all these people? I don't know. I never watched this show. I don't care. Ugh, it's live action. It's icky. You're gonna get those people, and they're gonna be the ones that people cater to because they're the loudest. And every single fucking time, those fucking secondaries, it's gonna happen.
Alexa, play Mike Oldfield's Nuclear, please. Like, holy fuck! Like, you see, it's true because like, and I hate to say it because I hate saying it because it makes us sound like.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
Like, again, I hate saying it because it makes us sound like curmudgeons who just don't want people to enjoy anything, and it's not true at all. I want people to enjoy Rider. And I'm not saying it to be like, you're not enjoying it right. It's just, I know what you fuckers will do. I know what they're going to do. I've seen what they've done. Fuck's sake, dude. Like, I don't want that. Like, I don't want to see fucking little Uzi bitch vert on fucking TikTok playing with my fucking Rider gummies, okay? I don't need this. I don't need to hear fucking Kanye over fucking Kuga.
No,
right?
no, hang on, AJ. It's just yay now.
Oh, it's just yay.
Remember?
It's just yay.
Yay.
Like, again, I don't want to see
Tough.
I don't want to see Philip and Shotaro transform to fucking what the fuck, fucking skinny penis or something like that. You know?
I don't need friggin' TikTok, Instagram model girls going around with my Rider stuff. I don't need that.
You know what? I also
No, we don't.
I don't want to hear people telling me just, oh my gosh, wow, how did you get that super realistic double driver? But why doesn't it have the voice of Chris Sabat?
Oh god, we broke Jay.
Jay's just doing the fucking Tachibana scream. It's fine. Tiger, shut the fuck up. No, it wouldn't.
Man, if I didn't do it, I knew somebody was gonna do it.
But again, I just don't want to see that. Seriously talking, I don't want to see that because it's fucking stupid. I don't want to. You know what I don't want to hear, Chad, especially. You're only talking about the live action version because you're a hipster. You probably have never even seen it. You're just saying it because everyone else is into the anime, and I'm like, I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for them to say I'm not a real fan of Rider, even though I've been in this shit for 20 fucking years. Because I didn't watch the fucking Funimation train wreck of a fucking dub. Ugh.
We'll see.
Funimation actually made a dub of our live action show.
No, I'm talking about the
Futo Tante anime. That's coming next year.
Oh good god! This is gonna be SSSS Gridman.
No, at least I don't think Funimation did the dub for that, did they?
They did.
Yes, they did.
And it was bad. I mean,
that dub was pretty fucking bad.
Alexis Carob sound like this is okay, the Japanese voice was better. It's intimidating. Yes, it sounds very a Japanese anime manga villain voice, but it works for the character. That's
Tetsuri Nada, babe.
This is the voice of the. No offense to the voice actor. I'm sorry, but the voice that they used, it's like, what a nostalgic look that is, Gridman. But it doesn't matter. I'm like, that's not intimidating.
Look, the only way that would have worked if they got fucking Malcolm Frank in for it.
Oh, that would be great.
Can your computer virus destroy your computer? That'd be fucking amazing. Get him back in here.
Bring back Malcolm Frank, damn it.
Where is he? What is he doing? What is he doing?
Nothing.
Exactly. Bring him back for as Gridman. Redo that whole dub with just Malcolm Frank.
Well, there was that.
That would be amazing.
Well, there was that animated short that had his Japanese counterpart in it becoming a Gridman. So, I mean,
look, I'm just saying.
They could bring it
I'm
back.
just saying. Malcolm Frank needs to be in more things. He has to be. We need more Malcolm Frank. So anyway, enough of shitting on people that I know are going to get mad about this. Okay, I don't know what that was, but
I thought you were becoming Scatman John for a second.
Stop doing a mess around. I'm going to do the mess around.
Man, he shouldn't have died.
What?
He shouldn't have died.
No.
Scatman John.
Yeah, he shouldn't have
Well,
died.
his career shouldn't have died either, but
That's not fair, man. It's not fair.
To fix points in the timeline. I'm sorry, guys.
Not cool, man. Not cool.
This one's from Orlando. Why haven't you made this or your YouTube channel your full-time job yet? You gonna fucking pay us?
yeah.
Realistically, who actually wants to listen to us be nerds?
I'll
myself
have
that
you
every
know. I'll have you know that quite a few people have made money off of that. Doing it worse than we have.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, again, are you going to fucking pay us? If you're going to pay us, that's fine. Pay enough for all of us, I guess.
Yeah.
Please help me.
Like,
please help me pay for my college. For my college loans. I'd really appreciate it.
Look, think of it this way.
Pay for my my perfectly legal habits. Yeah. Let's leave it at that.
Think of it this way. In order for us to do this full time, each one of us would have to at least get $10,000 a month. Each of us. That's $40,000. And I think even that's pushing it. I think even that's being generous for where we live in most places.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I don't know, man. I could live on $1,000 a month. Are you kidding me?
I said $10,000, dude.
Yeah, I know. I said I could live on less than that. Are you kidding me?
I would need at least like $15,000.
Well,
Yeah,
because
because-
you live in New York.
Exactly.
I'm in SoCal. I
Wait
don't want
a
to
minute,
think
you
about how
fucking
much
live
I
at
need.
home. Motherfucker, you live at home. You can live off $10,000. Don't fuck with me.
If I wanted to live on my own, I would need $15,000.
What are you gonna fucking get a fucking skyline
Phil, do you
apartment
even
in
pay
fucking
rent?
Manhattan?
No, I
get a
probably
fucking
I would probably get something like an apartment or a condo or something.
Oh, there you go. You're aiming high. Aim low here. Chad could probably do it though. Chad seems to be very money conscious.
I live in SoCal.
This is also true. I think the only one who can make it with $10,000 a month is probably me because I live in a place that doesn't give a shit.
I mean, no, I could do it too. I'm just a cheap bastard.
You mean up
and I
in
would have to live on-
Baston?
I would have to live on, nothing all day,
I'm
every
pretty
day,
sure
which
Boston is.
wouldn't be the first time.
I'm
so.
pretty sure Boston is just as expensive as New York.
I doubt that.
Well, if you're like in the city, yeah, but once you go out of the city, even a little bit, it drops down. Granted,
That's because New
That's
York
if you
is
rent
a
it.
city.
Yeah.
The state is a city.
that's true.
So,
At this point.
just to answer the question, and as Toei would put it easily, there are just adult circumstances that doesn't allow us to do this.
Again, if we could, we probably would. And who knows? Maybe we will. Maybe it'll blow up enough to do so. That'd be cool, I guess.
But we would also
but
need
right now-
like health insurance and 401k plans.
Well, tell me one YouTuber who has that from YouTube. You get that on your own, bud. You get that on your own, bud. This one is from Julie. What has been your worst con experience or encounter with someone at a con? Good God, where do I start? You know what? Let's leave Chad first because I don't think we've ever heard any of his con stories.
You know, to be honest, I don't really have any, mainly because I usually just don't. Because
I just don't.
I just don't. I don't. First thing is just like I don't really go to cons all that much, if not at all. Especially not in the past 2 years. Especially not in the past years. But overall, like, if I really try and think back to any of them, I don't really have any. So
You don't have like one of those stories where like the fat guy tries to eat you.
Nope, not that I can think of.
The fat bald dude in the Misty cosplay. Yeah.
Oh my God! Don't even get me started on the ironic Misty cosplay, Jay.
And it's never ironic where I am.
I mean, I could
Anime Boston had the one guy who would do it like every fucking year.
like if you want me to be honest, like I can talk about like a really awkward experience as I go toy hunting. Like that's
okay.
That's kind of close to that's close enough, right?
All right. Yeah.
So it's like I'm going like toy hunting with my friend, and then just like he sees a figure, like an anime figurine of his waifu. I'm not gonna specify who it was, just to protect his dignity. And I'm just like, yo, dude. I mean, you could pick up that DVD or like that figure, and it's just like, nah, dude. Like I kind of don't need a figure of my waifu, but it's just like, no, dude. Everyone's got a waifu though. There's nothing to be ashamed of. Which, in essence, is true, right? There's nothing to be ashamed of if you got a waifu. Yeah, and then after that, there's this random dude that just kind of comes from, like, behind us, and he's just like, oh yeah, no, that's right, everyone's got a waifu, nothing to be ashamed of. My waifu is Rem from ReZero. I'm just like,
Ugh.
Wait, what? Like, I mean, I'm just like, okay, that's kind of random. I kind of wish you didn't tell me. Kind of wish you didn't butt into my conversation with my friend. And then just like, I watched ReZero, so I'm just like, oh yeah, who's Rem? The only person I know is whatchamacallit? Is Amelia. Ha 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 ha. And then, hey dude, no, I'm actually gonna go to this row of items over here, so yeah, I'll just be over here if you need me. And I was like, oh yeah, no problem. And then, much later, he tells me, you just wanted to avoid him, didn't you? Yep. Just kinda wanted to avoid that conversation.
Hey, Chad, let me tell you my waifu.
Or actually, no. Hold on a minute. I just remembered a worse one.
Oh boy.
So, I'm going toy hunting at this collectible show. I don't know if you guys know. It's called Frankenstein's. It's in Southern California.
Oh, I've heard of them.
Yeah.
So, like, basically, I tried throwing out a few Tokusatsu jokes, and like this dude asked me, he's like, "Oh yeah, where do you watch Tokusatsu?" He's like, "Oh yeah, it's on Facebook." Because I watch it on Facebook like a pleb. I don't torrent my shit. So
I did that too, so you're fine.
Okay. But anyways, then this dude just starts talking to me about his Geo and Shark Boy and Lava Girl fanfic.
What the fucking shit did you just say? No, hold on, Chad. Those are two things that should not be together.
No.
And I'm just standing there uncomfortably as he's also voice acting and also trying to act out the characters. And I'm just like... And this is like that same friend that I went toy hunting with, like, from the previous story. And, like, I'm giving him, like, a really concerned look. And then it's just like, I like, after the whole encounter, I'm just thinking... He's always like, oh yeah, dude, what was with that weird look? It's like, dude, that was a look for concern. Ask with a plea for help. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I was like, yeah, that did seem uncomfortable.
You wanted to leave.
So...
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I had to painfully listen to that. And ever since then, I avoid trying to talk to people and making conversation. But yeah.
Fucking hell.
That's a
Hold on, I think I got just the image for this. Give me a sec.
It's a can of worms.
There you go.
Yes, accurate. That was the literal
That's
face I was
Chad
making the
right
whole
there.
time. An uncomfortable smile
That's Chad right there.
as I just nodded my head and like, okay, that's fine, buddy.
You know what? I don't think mine's as bad as Chad. I remember going to this convention in Dallas because I'm an idiot who went to Dallas.
Salad.
So I went to Dallas, and it was for like it wasn't even like a big convention. It was just a small convention. My friend wanted me to go with him for. I was like, alright, whatever. It don't matter. So I go there, and this whole time while I was waiting in line who was it? It was the actor for Pinhead. Which why was there a line for the actor for Pinhead? Anyways, so there was a line for the actor for Pinhead, and this whole time there was this weird musky smell just in the air, and I kind of didn't know what it was because the only person in front of me was my friend, and the only person behind me was just some random girl. And I thought, well, I don't think either of them smell bad because I know I saw this guy take a shower. I know this guy took a shower earlier, so I'm like, huh. So we keep going, and the closer I got to Pinhead, which is what I want to call him because I don't remember his name. The closer I got to Pinhead, the stronger the smell got, and it wasn't for a chance encounter of me turning back. I wanted to see what it was. It was the girl, and she was scratching her cooch, and it was like a scratch and sniff. Every single time she did it, it smelled worse. Like, that was the smell. That's where the smell was coming from. And if that wasn't bad enough, she was tasting herself every time.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
This seems much worse than my own of having to listen to someone tell me their weird fanfic.
Well, see, what's worse to you, Chad? Bad smell or sitting there watching someone act out a bad fanfic?
A smell, because that means I have to like take it and there is no escaping from it. Because at least the fanfic allows me to escape with an uncomfortable look.
True.
Well, that was my story. What about you, Jay?
Well, thankfully, because I don't go to cons with people, because I'm smarter than that, you know.
You go to empty
have-
convention halls?
Well, not what I mean, but I avoid people when I go to cons because I know the kinds of people who go to cons. Anyways, I don't have that many like awkward or uncomfortable stories. I think it's a tie between the last one I went to, where I went to a panel, and Jim Shooter was doing a big panel about his whole career in the industry, and some fucking jackass was standing outside the door to the convention room, the what do they call those again? The hall. And he was shaking fucking
What's
maracas.
that thing outside of rooms? Hallways.
No, I was like what they usually call the conference rooms there. I don't remember.
Okay, yeah.
Everything has them different names. There was some jackass with a pair of maracas who was just standing in front of the door and shaking them there the entire fucking time. And at no point did anybody, either in the audience or at the table, decide to tell the guy to fuck off. So I'm trying to listen to a story here about one of the best comic creators and one of the best people in the industry, and it's just some fucking jackass with maracas the entire time. But that wasn't really uncomfortable. That was just negative experience. Probably most uncomfortable was one time I went to an anime convention. And I was buying. Well, I'm just gonna summarize this one. The fucking guy at the merch table loudly announced to everybody in the hall that I was buying trap hentai, which I really appreciated. And then he didn't give me any kind of discount or anything, like a dick. So, you know.
Wait, why would he just do that, though?
I don't know! I was just... There I was.
This boy got buying books with chicks and dicks in them. Yeehaw!
Here I am, going through the bin, looking at them, savoring it, and here the guy fucking makes a comment loud as possible about it, and I just fucking look at the guy and like, thanks. thanks for that. I sure am glad that I'm not near anybody who knows me, because I really would have appreciated being outed like that in a fucking public area. Thanks, bro.
These boys buying porn.
That's probably it. Because like I said, I wisely try to avoid people when I go to cons, because I know exactly the kind of people who go to cons, and you can usually tell from a distance who's going to be that guy. Like I said, there's always the fucking Misty guy who's like 300 pounds and has never shaved in his life.
Never showered in his life, possibly.
Probably. So yeah, but I avoid those people. I got uncomfortably close to the Mandalorian guys once, and I escaped pretty quickly. But if you ever go to a con and you see a guy in Boba Fett looking armor, run away, because they're all insane.
Oh, nice Boba Fett armor. I'll have you know,
they
this is best
They will
car.
probably attack you. I've seen it happen. They're insane. They take it way too fucking serious.
Well, okay.
Like even the jackasses who like cosplay as like stormtroopers or like the 501st guys, even they're not that.
Well, it's
crazy.
because they know stormtroopers are lame, so they're lame. But Mando
That's true.
people are like, I'm the best Mandalorian, best car dick sucker in the
You know
world.
what? This actually begs the question then. Which is worse? The Mandalorian guys or the guys that dress up as Deadpool thinking like they could do whatever the hell they want?
Oh my
No, Deadpool,
god, that's
Deadpool,
hard. That's
Deadpool is
hard.
more like people that are trying to get away with like doing stuff that they're not supposed to be doing because it's Deadpool, but then they don't realize that they're being a giant dick.
See,
I saw-
the people I've met who are Deadpool are some of the most annoying sons of bitches on the fucking planet. Because they will keep trying to do something funny over and over and over again to the same person until the person basically tells them, get away from me or I will punch you.
Wow, just like Deadpool. Somebody pointed this out once. I don't remember who. I don't remember where this was, but it's never rung truer. The nicer the Deadpool costume is, the better of a person they're going to be. Because if they're putting effort into their costume, this is a guy who's being serious about cosplaying and gives a shit and isn't this just there to be a jackass. But if you've got the guy in like the red stocking suit and maybe he's got the belt on and the mask, he's going to be the big dick. He's going to be the guy who does
It's
it
the spirit of
wacky.
Halloween Deadpool.
Yeah, Spirit Halloween tier Deadpool. He's going to be the guy, you know.
You know who I've met actually. So the cosplayer, it's weird to say, the cosplayers I've met who are like Mando tier, like not in violence, but just if you say something wrong, they will fucking go at you. It's either Mandalorians, Doctor Who cosplayers, or weirdly enough, Joker cosplayers. Joker cosplayers are fucking weird, dude. Like,
You
like,
gotta be.
Like Doctor Who fans are just weird in general. But then Joker cosplayers are like, they take their fucking, like, they think they're the Joker, baby. That's what they think they are.
I'm the Joker, baby.
I'm the Joker, baby. Like that's that. That's what Joker cosplayers.
Like, are they those
They're
guys that
fucking weird.
basically post on like on basically Facebook's like, oh yeah, I wish I had a relationship like Joker and Harley Quinn.
You wish you were beating your wife?
Like, are they
wish you
those
were-
guys?
Hey, that's easy. You don't need to wish to do that.
You wish you were an abusive asshole?
Dude, honestly, one of these days I want to go to a Joker cosplay and be like, you look like you beat your wife.
Yeah, watch what happens. You're gonna probably get punched.
By who?
But what are they gonna do?
Most people who dress up as Jokers are like 5'4" and like 300 pounds.
They're always Heath Ledger Joker too.
That's true. Oh no, there was this one guy who tried to be like the fucking what was it, the Arkham Asylum Joker, but he tried to wear the Joker suit from the Arkham Asylum games. And I'm sorry to tell you this, dude, but it's supposed to be a jacket, not a waistcoat. Just saying.
Anyways,
I had
to get back on
I had
topic.
people thinking I was Jared Leto's Joker when I was dressed as Chase,
Jeesh.
and I
That's embarrassing.
Yeah.
I don't know if that says more about the average intelligence of a con goer or how bad your cosplay was.
I had like the official P Bandai Chaser jacket. I had Chaser's jacket.
That doesn't change
and
anything, really.
And I was interviewed for a podcast, and I remained anonymous, and I said I would rather eat dog shit than dress up as Jared Leto's Joker.
Honestly, Jay, when you were talking about the guy with the maracas, all I saw was like, have you ever seen that movie Oogie Loves?
Oh my god!
With fucking what's his name? Doc
I've never
Brown?
seen it, but I remember Brad Jones. Did
No,
for that.
fucking Doc Brown. What's his name?
Christopher Lloyd.
God
Carrie
damn it.
Elways.
What's up?
I said Christopher
No,
Lloyd.
no.
Carrie Elways or
No, Doc Brown.
Christopher-
from Back to the Future.
Christopher Lloyd.
Christopher Lloyd. It's like I just remember that one scene where he's there with the fucking maracas going Oogie. That's all I remember.
Yeah.
That's a deep cut for anyone who's ever watched the Oogie Loves.
Anyways, to get back to what I was talking about, I think like the Mandalorian guys, like they're fucking insane and they take it seriously, but they also aren't the kinds of guys who like will walk up to you and be like a dick or like touch you or mess with you. Like if you're gonna, you have to engage with their weirdness. You have to deliberately go up to them and interact with them to get their weirdness. So they're fine because they keep to themselves unless you willingly interact with them.
I mean, the only other fan base I've ever met is like the Homestuckers, but they're just rapists.
Yeah.
And don't fucking deny it. You know you are. You know who you are.
I think like the only thing I can think of a step up weirder are like the guys who dress up as Space Marines from 40K, but most of those guys go fucking ham with their costumes, so they're always like 8 feet tall, and they've got like fully working everything. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna stay as far away from you as possible because.
Yeah, should I go on with my con stories?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
So, honestly, I mean, I've been to my fair share of cons, and usually I don't have. I usually mostly have annoying experiences because I try to be very friendly. I try to be cool. I treat people the way I would want to be treated, and a lot of them are actually nice. Like with the Deadpool thing, I had a guy who dressed up as Deadpool if he were the Pope, and I played along. I was like, Your Holiness and stuff, and he played along too, and he was actually really, really nice. So, okay, I've got or like when I saw a guy dressed up as one of the Warriors, I actually called out to him, "Warriors, come out and play." And he grabbed his bat. He was about ready to hit me, but we joked around a bit. It was actually kind of cool because I like to joke around with them. We all like to have fun at the cons. So with my two stories, they're more annoyances than they are what's the word I'm looking for? Than like actual rage. Oh, there you are, Jay. So. The first story was Castle Point Anime Convention 2016. This was a couple weeks before I was graduating. Actually, no, like 2-3 weeks before I was graduating college. And it's the last Castle Point I've attended because they moved it. They've moved it a lot of places. They moved it from from Stevens Institute in Hoboken, where it originally was.
Keep the story focused here.
Okay, yeah, I am. So. I'm hanging out with a friend of mine from college. She had graduated a year before me, and I liked hanging out with her. I always liked hanging out with her. She was more of an anime. She was in the anime club. Which I was very inexperienced with. I still am. And this guy comes up to me, and he asks me about my costume, and I was dressed as Chase, not as I want to say as just Machine Chaser, not Kamen Rider version. I had the brake gunner, and we're talking. He had bought this. He had bought the Super Best Deno belt, and we're still talking. And it's really, really nice. But I really want to hang out with my friend. Because I had to leave in a little while. I wanted to see her for a bit, and I had to get back because I had a paper. And this guy would just not shut up. He would not stop, no matter how many times. And finally, I was like, dude, I really got to get going and stuff. And I know Chad and AJ, you know who it is, because this person has it's tried to get to know us, if you know who I mean.
Wait, what?
Do you remember a couple years ago on let's just say it has to do with our Facebook messages?
Oh my god!
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit, that's a fucking blast!
Yep.
Wow.
Ooh, that's a while ago though. Man.
It is.
God damn.
It is. I'm not gonna get into any other details because I'm honestly like, you know, he seems like a sweet kid, but I just don't want to. I just don't want to come off as a dick. It's like, you know, I was kind of miffed
You're
at
a
him.
fucking weirdo.
I was miffed at him for what he did because the last time I ran into that friend of mine again was the last Comic-Con I went to 2 years ago. The second story, this one has to do with Comic-Con 2017. No, 2018. It's 2018. AJ, you tell him. Tell Chad in private who it is, because I remember who it is. Hold on, let me do it. Hang on.
Yeah,
Hang on.
I'll get to it right now. Anyway.
So the second story was, I'm at New York Comic Con 2018. It's Thursday, and I'm dressed up as oh my god, how am I forgetting his fucking name? Don't worry
Sugiri.
about
it.
It was Sugiri. I was dressed up as Sugiri Otohiri, and I got people saying to me like, "Oh, you're Star-Lord." I'm like, "No, I'm not Star-Lord." Now, looking back, yes, the costumes are similar, except he has guns, I have a sword and a shield. Now, if you know this, the Ho-Oh sword and Ho-Oh shield is obviously much smaller than the props on the show, and the handle is very, very small on the shield. Like, really, like, if you held it all day, you're gonna get cramps in your hand. And I still used it, and I ran to this guy who I met online, and we were talking about Toku, and when we separated. Then a couple hours later, you know, we're still talking. I run into him at the area where they're showing the demos for Devil May Cry 5. And we go about like, hey, how's the con going? It's like, going good. You know, I would love to play the Kingdom Hearts demo. And I told him, you know, I have the Magma Knuckle, and that is a perfect size for my hand. It's actually pretty big for a kid. Why couldn't they have made it the same size for the Ho-Oh shield for the handle? You know what this guy says to me? He says, well, you do know it's for a kid's toy, right? And I'm like, you know, I collect this stuff for like 3 years. I've been collecting this. 3 years I've been collecting this stuff. You don't think I know that, dipshit? You think I'm fucking stupid? So to placate him, I nodded. And I was like, I got you. And I walked away. And I'm like, and I say, never, ever associate with that type of idiot.
There was that one time where I got my dick groped by a Homestuck fan.
Yes, you just told us that 5 minutes ago.
No, I didn't. I just said they were all rapists.
Oh.
I
Well,
mean,
so I
you
thought you
could've
said it was
inferred.
your ass, not your dick.
It was both, dude.
They did the double reach around? All right.
No,
I thought it was banned in Texas.
no, unfortunately. I've seen Pulp Fiction.
Oh, wait, one more. This.
No,
No,
no
wait,
more.
wait.
Enough.
Come on, just one more.
You had. All right, but make it quick.
Okay. Anime NYC 2019. Guy dresses up as, oh my god, what was his name from Ryu Soldier, the Sixth Ranger? What was his name?
Nada.
Canero.
Oh,
Guy dresses
okay.
up in it, P Bandai outfit, everything except for the belt. Says it doesn't fit. He goes on and on saying about, I've got like the best P Bandai collection of stuff ever, and I'm like, oh, that's nice. And I ask him, why don't you have the Morpher? And I saw that at Image Anime for like $40. It's a little bit on the pricier side, but I'd go. He says to me, no, it's too expensive. I don't want to buy it. And I'm like, why the fuck are you going on about your P Bandai collection? Oh, that's even more.
Phil, we call those guys stupid.
Exactly.
Anyways,
You call them flexers?
and usually when they flex, they have nothing. Anyways,
It's true.
so second to last question. Well, actually, this is the last question, but we actually got another little letter. A nice little letter we got over here.
Oh.
But first, we can take this one because fuck you. This one's from Liam's. Not Liam. Liam's with an S. Get it right. Because this gets asked every single time. What are y'all reading, playing, or watching at the moment? Jack shit, jack shit, jack shit.
Well, other than what I'm doing for my videos, bouncing around between a couple things. Decided to go through from beginning to end the old Flash run with Wally, and that's been. I'm surprised at how much there was in the early issues that nobody really talks about. I don't know what the fuck was up with Mike Barron's obsession with trying to make fucking Vandal Savage like a big villain for Wally, because it doesn't work at all, and he just keeps bringing Vandal Savage back. I don't know why, but for whatever reason he just really liked him as a villain for the Flash. But other than that, bouncing around between a couple things, doing All-Star Squadron again, just some one-off stuff here and there. Been catching up with Kaiji. Trying to plow through the rest of Usagi. Other than that, not a whole lot. Playing, I don't really have much time to play much games, so it's usually just like whatever random thing I can boot up quick and blow an hour on, and then.
So Gundam Battle Operations.
Well, other than
which
Shibio
is
2,
always what I see you play.
Which is the only thing I ever bother touching my PS4 for anymore nowadays, because it's easy to boot up and I can spend like 20 minutes on it, and
They'd get angry
that's
and
enough.
never play it
That's
again.
enough. That's all I need. That's what I need for a break.
And then get angry and never play it again.
Exactly.
Because
I play 2 matches, and I get stuck with some dipshit who gets out of his suit and fucking dicks around, flying around the map, and I get pulverized by the entire enemy team. And repeat that 5 fucking matches in a row. Yeah.
I paid for the Zeta Gundam for this?
I didn't pay. I don't fucking spend money on that game. Are you kidding me?
You sure you don't want Gundam Epion?
It's not in that game.
It's not?
It's UC
No.
stuff, dude.
Oh.
Well, mostly UC. I think they started putting non-UC stuff in there.
No, they're still UC only. You wouldn't realize that because most of the weird stuff I put in there is like from like fucking Gundam Sentinel or like the MSVs, you know, the shit that nobody cares about because they're barely canon to begin with.
When are they going to put in Hathaway on a stick?
I don't know, because the G Gundam is fucking massive, so I don't think there's any way they could probably get that into the
We
game.
should just put G... Oh, wait, is G Savior in it yet? That'd be amazing.
No, because that's like between like fucking F91 and Victory.
I forgot
So
about that.
That's very far away.
Jesus Christ. Anyways, what I've been playing, I have... Well, see, I bought Lost Judgment. I haven't touched it yet because I'm still playing Yakuza 4. Almost done with that. Had to do some stuff on that. Reading, as usual, reading way too many fucking manga. I'm doing Jujika no Rokunin, which has become really fucked up in the past couple of chapters, more than it already has. I thought it got fucked up when the guy cut that guy's Achilles tendons, and it was just really bad. But no, it's gotten worse. In a good way, obviously. I tried reading the Hunters Guild Red Hood, and it was fucking garbage. People like that for some reason. No, it was terrible. Fuck you. I read this one called The Mutant Who Wants to Kiss His Human Girlfriend. It's right, I guess. Again, I have Takiyomi, so it gives me a way to like read that. I read One Piece, and I'm regretting reading One Piece as usual. Look, One Piece is like it's a thing. I do, but I also don't. Ask Chad for more information.
Boy, I sure am glad that I won that bet, and now I don't have to do One Piece.
Oh, I got bored with Case Closed, dude, not gonna lie.
Case
I
closed.
did.
Detective
You know what?
Conan?
Yeah,
You know what? You know what, AJ? I'm gonna be entirely honest. I was gonna fucking weasel out of that anyways, because you were gonna be like, "All right, I did it," and I was like, "Okay, but did you do everything? Did you do the spin-offs and all the bonus books and everything?"
Oh, I know, you're a bitch.
I was gonna be that asshole.
You a bitch, so.
It's true.
Let's see. I tried reading this one called Super Heroes, but heroes is spelled with an HXERO. It's like, oh, they're superheroes, but they only fight monsters who want to fuck. And
okay.
It's whatever. I reread Radiation House. It's not that it's done, but I just want to reread it again, and it's really fucking good. I love Radiation House. It's great. It's a great read. Tried reading Jujutsu Kaisen. Fuck off. Because what the fuck? I read Tanzawa Sudachi is Here, which is a fucking adorable manga. It's a girl who wants to be a rapper, but she's fucking terrible at it. It's awesome. Excuse me, dentist, it's touching me. I did an entire episode of fucking 10-minute manga on that because it's just really fucking hilarious. Case closes there, but fuck you, Jay. Kaiju number 8, I really need to start reading because it's been on my list
Dude,
forever.
it's actually pretty good. I really like it.
Is it?
I really
it's
like
been
it.
there forever, and I'm just like, I really need to get to it.
It's pretty good. I think I feel like you might like it.
I've been reading Ranger Reject, which is actually really fucking good. I didn't expect to like it that much. Because, I heard somebody, I think it was Rabbit telling me about it, and, Rabbit's 50-50 with that kind of stuff. So I'm like, I don't know.
50-50 is being generous.
I like being, I'm sorry, Jay, I'm a nice guy sometimes.
That's on you.
I tried reading Tokyo Revengers, didn't really get into it, really. It was alright. I read Black Gakuko. If you don't know what that is, it's about a guy who has a giant dick and he goes to a school full of fucking gyaru. It's, yeah.
It sounds familiar.
You've
I might have
probably
read
seen
that.
it. You probably have seen it. You probably have seen it like 5 years ago, but don't worry about forgetting about it because the manga, it literally updates every 15 fucking months or something.
Wait, how'd you
what
find
is
the
Togashi
manga
writing it?
adaptation of my life?
I know, right? There's Aspergirl, which is exactly what you think it is.
I've heard of that.
Have you?
Yeah.
It's all right. I will say if you're faint of heart in the sense of you don't like manga that makes you feel really, really fucking bad about yourself and your life, don't read it. Another cute one I've been reading is The Unpopular Mangaka and His Helpful Ghost. That's a pretty fun one. I am still reading Kanojo Okarishimasu because I fucking hate my life and I wish for death every single day. I hope that manga ends someday, dude. I fucking hate it so much. Don the Don, still reading that because it's fucking great. Let me see. What else am I reading? Magic and Muscles. Muscle. That's still a fucking great read. Don't know why people are not reading that more. Shy, obviously. Still reading Shy. Sakamoto Days is actually a pretty good one. People should read that one as well.
I keep meaning to start that one, and it's like, I'll do it later, and then I forget about it.
The art style reminds me a lot of Bobobo, actually.
Huh.
Yeah. Let me see. Spy X Family is another one I actually find really cute. I post about it every once in a while.
Oh my god, I love that one. Yo.
It's really adorable, isn't it?
It is. It really is.
It's a cute read. Honestly, it's a really cute read.
Yeah.
I'm into that schmaltzy stuff. I started reading this one called Because You Love the Radio. It's just a rom-com about two people who love FM radio because they're autists. Let's see. Kengan Omega is one I really need to read because it's been there forever. Excuse me. And that's really about it. Oh, you know what? I've been starting to read this one called Send My Regards to Kenshiro. And it's pretty fucking good. Oh, wait, the last one I was reading, I don't remember the name of it because I'm not going to be bothered to look for it. It's about this girl who, her dream is to become an idol. She's really bad at becoming an idol. So the way she makes money is she goes to porno shoots and she, instead of doing porn, she just beats the shit out of people and takes the money.
Well, all right.
Yeah.
That's a hook.
And in terms of watching, I watched that Halloween Kills movie yesterday.
How was it?
Yeah.
I mean, I saw Venom a few days ago, and that was terrible.
You know it's bad when Phil actually has to call it terrible.
Yeah, I have. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad.
But Phil, you don't like Venom with all the glow sticks at a rave?
That does, okay.
Dude,
You
haha.
didn't like that after
Haha,
this?
Venom is gay.
Yeah,
Haha. That's the joke.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, that's
Venom.
subtle. He's subtle like the. I don't even know how. I don't even know what to say.
Hang on, let me go find that old JonTron clip. He does it really good.
Yes.
Anyways.
That's what I was thinking of. I mean, that movie. That should have been a bloodbath. That movie should have been a bloodbath when you got fucking carnage in it. Damn.
No, I'm gonna take this opportunity to say that Phil's next for this one.
All right. Let me just.
By the way, real quick, Sark, it is actually Asperger girl. The girl has Asperger's. That's the whole point of the manga is a rom-com between a mangaka and a girl who has autism. Don't worry about the rest of it. Anyways, go Phil.
Yes, Jay, right on the
Line.
nail. Right on the nail, Jay. You hit it right on the nail. So let's just say I haven't really had much time to do a lot of things because, work and stuff. It's hectic schedule. Thank you, work. But when I do have the time, I've been playing Ghost of Tsushima right now, and it's beautiful. The visuals are just beautiful in that game, and it's fun. Like, if I would love to replay the game one day after I beat it the first time with the Japanese audio and in Kurosawa mode. I think that would just, because it's literally a giant Akira Kurosawa film, and I love that. I also just downloaded for, I don't know what reason, the Strider remake. I downloaded it. I thought, yeah, you know what? Might be fun to kill for 3 hours. I don't know. Book-wise, I'm gonna finally start the Batman Beyond 2.0 Justice Lords comic. Because I've read them out of order. I read the first one first, and I read the third one without knowing that was the third one. And I tried reading a...
Comic books, babe.
I actually tried reading a play a couple months ago, a condensed version, a very condensed version of The Journey to the West. I mean, I'm a little disappointed because I wanted a little more action in it, but you know what? From what I've read, it's okay.
Well, you're reading the condensed version. Yeah.
Exactly. You mean you're not going to get full monkey in the condensed version.
I mean, other than that, I've mostly been watching wise. I've just been watching stuff here and there. That's all I can really say.
And check.
Okay, so let's see. Reading currently, as usual, I'm reading all the big titles in Jump. Usually, let's see. My Hero Academia, obviously.
Sadly.
Yeah. One, whatever.
One Piece.
The one whatever. The one whatever. Let's just keep it there.
Oh,
because
Chad, look.
The One Ring to rule them all.
Chad, look. I know your pain.
yes.
I feel it. I can literally sense it from over here, and I'm sorry.
Yes, I know. I can feel your pain too. It's like a telepathic thing I didn't want, but at the end of the day, I still kind of have. It's like the Force in the friggin' The Last Jedi, or like The Rise of Skywalker.
Everybody who reads One Piece is telepathically connected at a certain point where we're just like, we just feel each other's pain.
Yeah. And then, let's see, like you said, Spy X Family. That's been, of course, that's really cute.
Yes.
Magu-chan, God of Destruction. That one's just been really fun. It's like this God of Destruction, like octopus, kind of Cthulhu-looking things. Just really, really small, like Cthulhu, and then just like he has to live with like a schoolgirl, and is just like he's trying to regain his basically his powers as like a destruction god, but unfortunately can't due to reasons. That's been really fun. Kubo Won't Let Me Be Invisible. That one's just really cute. Let's see, Blue Box, another rom-com, this time between like a badminton player crushing on his upperclassman who's like a basketball prodigy. So yeah, I'm reading a lot of rom-coms. Watching Komi-san Can't Communicate.
Oh, so you're not reading the infinitely more superior Hitomi-san can't is shy with strangers?
I actually didn't even know about that till now. No, send me the title later. I will check that out because I'm up to current with the Komi-san.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Hitomi-chan is shy with strangers is infinitely more fun than fucking Komi. I don't know what it is, but there's something about it where I'm just like, I like Hitomi way more than Komi.
Okay, that's fair. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm obviously reading the Boruto manga and also the Dragon Ball Super manga because I am a masochist and I am brand loyal for some reason. What else am I watching?
Chad, how did you not jump ship after they fucking called him Burrito?
Just I don't know. I'm just kind of curious to see. It's like, no, how bad can this actually be? And no, it's just like, for the most part, it's pretty bad. Like I'm like, at this point I'm just saying like, let's just see how bad this gets.
That's how I am with Rent a Girlfriend, honestly.
Let's see. In terms of watching though, I am currently watching obviously Komi-san, that also just recently started, and that's also going to be on Netflix at some point. Basically the retread of the Demon Slayer movie that just recently started, and unlike Dragon Ball Super's retelling of their movies, this one actually has good animation budget and it's actually good. What else? What else am I watching? Ninja. 10 episodes in.
As always, I'm in the lead. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, depends on who you are, I guess.
I got the bronze medal. I only got 1 episode in.
So, yeah, just with these long pauses of silence, I hope that can really tell you just how I'm feeling. Maybe broken, maybe not broken. Really wanting to slap something. I don't know.
Do we have to do it?
What else am I watching? Obviously the Dragon Quest anime. Again, go watch it because it's good.
It's not over yet.
It's not over yet. No, like basically, according to like the comments on Crunchyroll, they barely hit the chapter 190 to 192, like mark within the manga, or like in terms of anime, and like that's out of like 200 or 350 chapters. So no, they're still going strong for a weekly anime.
Based.
So just like I'm really enjoying it. I feel like a lot of people would enjoy it more as well. Let's see what else am I watching? To be honest, I feel like there isn't really that many like good anime this season, but like for the most part, I'm just watching those two. And in terms of playing things, well, I'm kind of making time for gaming now. So, I recently picked up Monster Hunter Rise again, so I'm playing that with friends on the Switch. But also playing through the Super Mario collection with the 64 Odyssey? No, Galaxy. And Sunshine.
Yeah.
So then that's been really nostalgic. Just recently played through, or like, just played a little bit of Smash. Literally during this recording as Sora. He was actually pretty fun to play.
Smash.
Mm-hmm.
You've been playing some Smash?
Of course.
Want to play Smash?
Smash.
I want to play some Smash. Smash.
Also, yeah, whatchamacallit. Also been recently watching through Ultraman Mebius, and gonna pick up Black soon. Kamen Rider Black, just for fun. Because I heard it's really good, so...
You've heard it's good.
Well, I mean, I've been told by
but
many...
But is it?
True. But anyways, back to games I've been playing, though. Yeah, now with my laptop pretty much restored, and now the fact that I'm able to again record like this, I've also been playing Melty Blood Type Lumina.
Oh my fucking god, that's a fucking throwback.
Yeah, the new Melty Blood just recently.
We Meltan.
Yeah, the new Melty Blood just came out recently. I want to say like a few weeks ago. So I've been kind of playing that with some friends, and then haven't played it yet. But my friends made me get Apex, so I'm gonna be
Ape sex.
gonna be playing Apex, and who knows? Maybe
Like
I'll
all
become
our
a
favorite
VTuber.
VTubers.
Maybe I'll become
Like
a
all our favorite VTubers, you play Ape sex. So there you go.
But yeah, like who knows? Maybe I'll become a HoloLive VTuber, because why not? But that also means I'll have to pick up Minecraft or something. I don't know.
Mine diamonds.
Yep.
Brown bricks.
But yeah,
God, the fact that he
Overrated.
fucking referenced that himself, man.
but yeah. I mean, aside from that, I've also just been watching a lot of VTubers on, like specifically HoloLive. So I don't know.
Come on, chat. Who's your waifu? Who's your Oshi? Come on.
Come on,
Don't be shy.
AJ and I have said what our
That's
Oshis
real-
are.
That's really hard. Crap. Because recently I've been
Yeah,
watching
that
a lot
is.
of again I've been watching a lot of Gura, but I've also been watching a lot of Mume and also Crony.
Who the fuck is Mume?
What? Okay, like they recently had more just came out with more EN VTubers. So
Chad, please. I'm a JP Chad.
fine. You know what? I am a Fubuki and Korone stan. Also been watching a lot more of a Sensho or like Marin.
Oh, Marin's fucking base, dude.
It's just freaking great, man.
But not my Suisse?
And
Suisei is an acquired taste, to be honest.
that's fair.
Look, there's no such thing as an Oshi for me anymore because mine died.
Coco?
Yeah, she's fucking dead, dude.
Ouch.
Thanks, China.
Ouch.
Anyways, look, we all have to suffer this pain one day. I guess it's just okay. I suffered it now. We know who Jay's Oshi is. AIDS Mouse.
Who?
Who?
Nani?
Who?
Who?
Eh?
What?
Actually, isn't it one of those new EN girls, the fucking owl?
Yeah, that
I have no idea.
one of the new EN
Well, that's
girls
what
is
I
just like
said.
the owl. Just like yeah, that's one of my favorites. One I've been recently watching.
The owl?
Yeah.
Damn. Well, my superior JP's taste aside,
Bitch.
so we got one last one, but this is a nice little letter. A nice little letter. It was just a nice little letter. This is from Jason and Alexa. Hey guys, just wanted to message you to say you guys are fucking awesome. My wife and I met in college listening to you, and 3 years later, we're still together, waiting on our first kid. Or should I say, kids. Just want to say thank you for everything you do, and never stop being funny. Well, congratulations
What the
on your kids.
Congratulations.
Okay, wow.
Congratulations.
Congrats. Yeah, what the heck?
Yeah,
Okay.
trust me, I didn't know what to say about that either.
I
That
are
When
we
I got that, I was
responsible
like,
for...
what?
I can't believe I'm responsible for bringing more lives into this world.
Well, you know
This
what
totally
to do, Jay.
goes against my plan.
You know what to do, Jay. Take yourself out.
Oh, we're already doing that. That's at the end. That's like step 8.
Oh, so you're just
But,
like Jin and Amazon. So I'm like, I gotta kill everyone and then myself.
I thought you were
Yes,
saying take
exactly.
yourself out on like a date, have a personal date or something. I know I'm being naive.
I mean, you know
No,
what?
I'm being naive.
You know what? It's been a little while since it's been 24 hours since my last self-care day. I'm due for another one. So
You dick. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was actually kind of flustered reading that. I was like, oh, okay.
yeah.
Thanks for the very nice message. Hope your kids are nice and healthy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please tell me you banged over one of our episodes because that would just be hilarious.
Also,
God.
which
You know,
Which
it was one
was
of
it?
the. It was one of the pre-crisis episodes. It was like from when we were just barely starting off. It was the one with Ghost, and like
Oh
back
my
when
God,
we were
you
doing
imagine-
like
Oh, no,
back when
no,
we were
I
doing
know which
like roll calls.
Oh no,
No, dude, it has to be
Chad,
it has to be the one of it has to be fucking Ginga. It's like nothing gets my crank at full shaft like a fucking boring
Oh
ass
no,
show.
Oh
no.
yeah, a
No.
whole lot of nothing. Oh yeah,
I'll
it's
tell you which
time.
one it is.
Oh yeah, Ginga.
It does have like a laughing
Go,
fit
girl,
over the
give us
dark
nothing.
kitchen.
Nah, you know what? The most sensual show that we've ever done is possibly Blade. They just heard that episode. And they're like, you know what? It's time for kids.
It could have been our mini.
It was so much information that they just had the impulse to have children. Jay.
Shinzo Abe strikes again.
Anytime we do a writer episode, they're just like, you know what? Let's go. It's time to try again.
Maybe it was,
Oh
maybe
my
it was
God.
back when AJ, Rob, and I were talking about the Chaser V cinema, and we're going on about.
No, if this was in the last like 2 years, like let's say like year or
They
so,
said 3 years, so that narrows it down a little bit.
it would be like from 2020. No, it would be like 2019 to 2021.
That's not 3 years.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is to me.
It'd be
It
2018.
is to me. All right, so
Yeah, it would be
2018 to
2021.
Thank you, Chad, for knowing basic math.
Because I'm
No,
Asian.
it's my math.
That's when they met. That's when they met. So maybe no, it couldn't have been my impeccable Shakespearean.
All right, hold on.
Impeccable Shakespearean Kamen Rider G reading.
So
Boy, I sure hope we don't lose these listeners after this discussion.
So here we go. It says met in college 3 years later. So 3 years later, we're still listening. So they started listening to us 3 years ago. This year is when they're having the children. Somewhere around like 2020 and 2021 was when it happened here. This is no, it's already been 9 months since 2021 happened. So this was February. It happened around there.
You know what? I'm also just.
Wait a minute.
You know
what
what?
was our episodes in February?
I'm scrolling back through again.
You know, I'm also just trying to imagine, just like, you know, what if they had a wedding reception? What if they just had one of our podcasts playing as like during their reception?
Oh my God.
If that's the case, why didn't you invite us?
Yeah, I'm a killer on the dance floor.
Well, okay, so if we're going by the logic that it had to be February, there was either Ryuki, technically,
Operation Overdrive. Lucha Underground.
and
Armor Heroes.
Armor Heroes.
Please let it be Armor Heroes.
Actually, no, technically Armor Heroes was March, so
Okay, so
it's either just counting episodes were released then, it's either Operation Overdrive or Ryuki.
Or you know, it also could, or like, it could have been again 3 years ago. Like, it also could have been anything before then as well, if we think about it.
well,
Jesus
no,
Christ.
because no, but again,
Hang on, I gotta get the cork board out. Anybody got any drink?
it said this, like, I'm assuming it's this year's The Children. So I mean, hell, for all we know, we don't know how far along this chick is. We don't know. For all we know, she was like during.
Why
a
are we
fucking-
trying to figure this out?
You know what? I think
don't
the sensible thing is for them to listen
Because
to us
I wanna
arguing,
send
and
a-
then for like the next Q&A, like for them to come back and say, "Oh yeah, BT Dubs, it was actually this episode."
You know what? I hope they let us know. I kind of hope they let us
I'm
know.
kind of curious.
Because
We gotta wait for the next mailbag. So our podcast being a really great aphrodisiac aside, I don't know what that says about us.
You know what? That just means we're really hot, guys. We're just that hot.
yeah, speak for yourself.
I am
I
speaking
have a
for
mirror.
myself.
I know what I look like.
It'll be like we're just all cross magma. That's we're just really hot.
Why the fuck do you think I have a fucking bird person as my avatar? It's because I'm ugly. All right. There's your secret, guys. I'm hideous.
But we still
Either
love
way. Either way.
Gay.
I don't.
God damn it.
See, at least Chad's honest.
Chad!
If I'm going to be honest, I kind of hate all of you.
Don't say it to his face. Don't say it to his face. He'll fly away with the booze.
What? It's like Chad's like,
No, I'm
I hate
not-
all of you. Why am I
I'm not
even
saying
here?
I'm not saying it to his face. I'm saying this digitally. So that gives me a free pass.
Oh, he's got you there.
It's like Chad's like, why am I even here? Fuck all you.
See,
Yes, Chad.
see, AJ's just like this stuck-up guy who likes JP Hololive. Man, who the hell even
Yeah.
likes that? And Phil,
Yeah.
why you just Phil in a J? Oh my God, J! I just can't stand him at all.
I like that. Why are you Phil?
What?
Hey, what's not to
Oh my
like about
God,
me?
Chad! You can't just ask people why they're Phil.
I know, right? But yeah, so thanks for the very nice message. I'm sorry we ruined it.
I mean, you know what? If they've been listening to us for 3 years, maybe this is what they were expecting. Maybe we made it better. I don't know.
No, maybe this is a thing that sets us apart from other Toku podcasts.
It's because we're insane.
We're insane and we
Probably.
argue every time. We can't agree.
I agree that we can't agree. Ooh,
Exactly.
Well, I disagree.
fuck you.
That we can't always agree.
Well, we agreed on Build and Ghost, apparently.
This is true.
Oh my head.
to be fair, we do agree mostly. There you go.
That is fair.
So with that being said, I think it's time to say goodnight, everybody. Good night, boys. Good night, girls.
Good night, everything in between.
There's no such thing.
Unless you made something up, in which case you don't get a good night.
You get a fuck you. So next time we meet, which is another 2 weeks, we will be back for Ninja. God fucking damn it.
Get on my level.
Wait a minute. Let me see something here. So in 2 weeks, so in 2 weeks, it'll be
Nah, fuck. Now it's back in my head.
In Japan.
I have to skip the opening because it's good.
Oh my
I
God!
hate that it's
Drive's gonna
good.
be our Thanksgiving episode.
Oh, that's something to be thankful for.
A feast for the eye.
Damn it, you beat me to it.
Just watch Jason to choose the mystery box again. We somehow get fucking Ghost.
Listen.
I'm listening.
I have learned my lesson at the moment. I'm going to forget that I learned that lesson.
I'm gonna ask this like at the beginning of next year. All right. Whew. All right. So with that being said, thank you all for your questions. That was a fun time. As usual, we went way longer than we expected to.
Yes.
At least it's not 3 hours this time around. Who knows? Maybe this time again we'll have out of nowhere 300 downloads in one day like last time. What the fuck happened there? I still don't know what happened there. So yes, we'll see you guys next time. That's Phil.
I'm
Yeah, too late.
tired,
That's
but
Chad.
it was good. But it was a fun night.
That's Chad.
Just remember, I don't like any of you.
Do you at least like the children that they're gonna have?
Yeah, I'll make an
Well, hey, now,
I'll make an
phrasing.
exception.
Free.
Yeah, it's most of it just the people on this podcast that I just really hate, So I really.
He hates us so much. Anyway, that's Jay.
Fuck Martians. The end.
Sam. And we'll see you guys next time for an Ninja. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good night.